Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Absolutely.
Today, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life 25.
Yes, sir.
25th year anniversary of Jay-Z's third studio album, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. We here today. Concert Crew meets Fire and Ice Podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
We're doing it real big. What's up, brothers?
Oh, what's happening, man?
Let's get it, man.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure, man. Let's get it.
Man, today we talking about the 25th anniversary of Jay-Z's
25 years.
third studio album, man. So let's get this right out the way. Like, where was you at when Volume 2 Hard Knock Life dropped? Go back in time. Fire, where was you at?
Me, myself, I was in North Carolina.
Wow.
I was
That was North Carolina, run?
Yeah, I was in North Carolina.
98, right? This is 98?
98, September.
North Carolina at the time, running crazy, playing this. They listening to all the Hot Boys. That's where I first heard the Hot Boys in 98.
Wow.
They listening to all that. I'm playing this. This and X. This and X.
X
you know
did
what
drop
I'm
this
saying?
year.
Yeah, this and
Twice.
X.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was in North Carolina. Y'all Fayetteville.
Wow. Man, I was a senior in high school, man. G-High. Senior year, man. September 29th. This year just starting, man. Senior year just starting pretty much. And I remember being in the lunch table in the cafeteria with this CD, like discussing it, man, how powerful it was, man. Like, I remember vividly, like, talking about this album at lunch. Walkman CD player, listening to it, talking about every song, talking about our favorite songs. This is when this is when internet kind of first really got popping, and we had like a computer room in G-High, and we used to go print the lyrics to some of the songs that we used to like out. So this was a big deal, man. This album was a big deal, man.
Yeah, but when I first got it, it kind of like threw me off because I'm like, I seen the other CD in there.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, like, all right, what's this other joint? But first, I'm gonna get to this one. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it was behind that it was behind the blue CD. It was blue and cream, right? Or blue and gold, I want to say.
Yeah,
like blue and
that's
cream
when everything
CD.
with Def Jam was coming with like a little bonus CD at that time.
But that bonus was a good look. But
absolutely, man,
when this dropped, man, it was like, it was crazy. It was crazy, man, because this was like this was him putting his stand. Because you know what I'm saying? Because it was so much going on. And then he was just coming off Volume 1. Everybody didn't like Volume 1. But then the Streets is Watching movie came out, which made Volume 1 much better because people start going back to listen to Volume 1 when the Streets is Watching came out because they start doing some of them videos of Volume 1 in there. You know what I'm saying? So the visual made it much better. But this, when he dropped this was his stand. Like, this was like
It's coming out party.
Yeah, and everything, you know, it was everything big. You know what I'm saying? Like, this joint was crazy.
It's crazy because it's like at that time he filled a void with this one right here, man. Because when he dropped it, I remember riding around in the act, man, and like it was a weird time for me because it was like him and Nas was kind of like. It wasn't a thing, but it was a thing.
It was a thing.
It was the beginning part of a thing, and it was kind of like
that's your guy.
For me, he pulled ahead, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I'm glad you acknowledged
and
that.
I couldn't deny it. I was like, "Man, this shit hard as a motherfucker." Damn, this
joint was real.
Yeah, this joint was hard, man. I mean,
this joint was real.
This was hard. I mean, hard.
Yes,
it was indeed a coming out party, man. He filled that void like crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, he did. So let's go back 98 before this album came out. Like, what was the landscape of hip hop at the time? Who was popping? Who was moving before this album came out in 98, before Jay dropped? Who was running it?
Well, you figure.
Running it as far as like the game.
Who was moving in the game? Who was the big dogs in hip hop at the time?
Well, it was Nas and Big at that time.
Well, Big passed though.
It was still big.
He still was looming.
Still big.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you know that double CD dropped. So
They dropped in 97.
Yeah, but you thought it was going to disappear in like a month or two, like the music today? Hell no, niggas was running that shit to the ground.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Come to that, but I wouldn't say big dogs, but I would say good albums or good people. I said that drop was like Nori, Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Them joints, Don Cartagena.
Yeah, it was a good music.
Don Cartagena, Nori.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nori was the shit.
He was hot.
You know what I'm saying? Nori was hot, but
Nori was hot.
Would I call him a big dog?
Nah.
At this time,
he was moving.
He was moving.
Everything Nori was touching was like
fire. Yeah. Then X, we still had X.
Yeah, X was
X
big.
shit was real huge. You know what I'm saying? So
X already dropped. If it's dark as hell, it's hot.
Yeah, but
that shit was
when this came, this was like
different.
Yeah, because it this pushed niggas to the back, man. Let's be honest. When this album came out, it pushed niggas to the he was the front runner. Like
it was so smooth, man, like and cohesive.
Yeah,
that's the word I would say for that, man. It was cohesive, man. Like it was like. I know you heavy on A&R work. Like this was like somebody really thought this album out and said, man, this go here. They put that thing together, man. It came out so.
I think they had to. They had to think. They had to think about it more carefully after the last one.
It was like the way it was put together was perfect. I'm not saying it was a perfect album, but the way it was put together and the way it was presented, man, that it came off flawless, man.
And you also got, Puffy, Mace, and Bad Boy still on the run at this time. They run. Puff, Mace, Puff's a star. Mace is a star. Yeah. Bad Boy is running the radio at this time.
Cash Money was coming.
Cash Money. Juvenile's on the way. Juvenile's on the way.
Juvenile's there.
Juvenile
was already there.
Yeah, No Limit is moving.
No Limit is moving. No Limit drops shit every week, nigga. Every week. If you don't get 2 No Limit albums in a month, nigga, something
wrong.
No Limit
with the cheap album.
Oh man, the same artist made everything. He was same artist, man. He was heavy.
He was creaming them.
Yes, he was.
Outkast is moving out there too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're gonna get to it later, but Outkast album dropped on the same day as Jay. Aquemini dropped on the same day as this. Same exact day.
Man,
that was a double banger.
September 29th,
that's a hell of a day.
Yeah, and then also shout out to Black Star. That album dropped on the same day as well.
Damn, that's a hell of a
September 29th, 1998. We're gonna get to them later, but yeah, they dropped on the same day.
Damn.
Busta Rhymes is moving. Busta Rhymes is moving.
Busta Rhymes was moving at that. Busta Rhymes and DMX at that time dropped 2 albums in the same year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes. If you think back, Busta Rhymes dropped 2 albums in that same year. With what? Like the middle of 97 dropped at the beginning of middle of 97, and then dropped again like the middle of 98 in that calendar year.
Niggas was moving, man.
Yeah, the Locks was on fire too. They maybe not album wise, but they was nice though.
They was moving.
They was nice.
They was coming out with shit. It just wasn't super quality like that.
You say Mob,
but they had some
Mob. Hell on Earth. This is like a break between Hell on Earth and then Murder Music come out in '99. But they still active out there. This is actually. Around the same time, Cannabis was hot. At the same time, Cannabis was on fire. Yeah,
Mixtape Bish can't tell me nothing about Mixtape Bish.
That album came out, but he was hot.
I mean, you put that on the shelf of most disappointing album.
And then when you said Fat Joe, you can't say Fat Joe without saying.
What was most disappointing?
That
Cannabis first album.
You can't say Fat Joe without saying Big Pun now.
Yeah, Big Pun. Big Pun definitely was out too.
Big Pun
was a good year.
Yeah, that was a good year.
Big Pun already dropped.
Big Pun was out. Big Pun had already dropped.
Already. Yeah, we already did that 25th. Yeah. Capital Punishment was out.
And then Fat Joe, Big Pun killed that album.
Yeah.
So that just made you. But I was on that Capital Punishment real heavy. But me and my baby 40. Me and 40 used to go get the Clearfield bags. And I'm telling you, man, you used to take the ride. 40 had the black Pro. Remember? 40 had the black Pro with the red interior. I'll never forget. We used to go up to Clearfield, get the Clearfield joint.
Big Pun was crazy. Now who we got on the female tip, man? Female rap tip.
Well, Foxy was
here, wasn't she?
And Lil Kim.
And Lil Kim. They had their little thing going on.
And Lil Kim. Missy around.
Missy run
was out there.
Missy
got long run.
Missy real.
And don't forget when Lauryn Hill wanted to rap. She got busy.
Yeah.
When she wanted to rap, she was.
Because didn't the Fugees come out in 96?
Yeah.
So she was definitely there.
Yeah.
Shit, the Miseducation.
Yeah, Miseducation dropped.
It dropped. Yeah.
Check out the 25th episode of that if you ain't heard that. But yeah, even though there was a lot of singing on there, I mean, she still get busy when she want to rap, man.
But her album was still relevant during. You know what I'm saying?
That's a classic.
Like the albums that we like. This is why this is one of my best years of hip hop. The albums that we naming was clear classics, and they keeping you in the game, so you can't get stuck on one. But I got stuck on this motherfucker right here, man, for a minute. I'm telling you,
the third time.
I'm telling you, I had a nice little collection for the ride, the school back, but this joint, man, and then it was just like, let me put the, you know what I'm saying, every time, let me put the other joint in, and let's not forget. This was the album that introduced Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
This the introduction of Beanie Siegel right here, man.
Because I remember hearing him, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah. And he was on the Cream CD too.
I was like, man, who the fuck is that?
All right, so where would y'all describe Jay at this point in his career, before this album drop? Where would you say Jay was at in his career?
He was fighting for that. He was fighting for the spot. Like he was trying. To me, this was redemption, kind of like. This was a redemption. This was like a I did it kind of thing.
I say I'm gonna say he was there then, but he wasn't like he was there. But when this dropped, this like put him there. You get what I'm saying?
He was there in the streets. He was definitely there in the streets. Yeah. This one gave him that mass appeal. That he's a superstar. This put him over the edge as being a superstar because now he had them records that reached everybody. Because that Annie record ain't supposed to hit, but that motherfucker hit.
That's a classic.
That joint hit.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Annie sample?
Yeah.
It hit. And you knew you was, okay, he got it. Yeah. He got it now.
So, I mean, I think he in an interesting spot, man. Oh, I got to give it, Biggie my guy, man. So I'm looking at it from like, damn, Big going, it's a void. You know what I'm saying? Nas is Nas, but it's a void in that lane that Biggie got. And everybody is saying like, Jay is that guy in the streets. Everybody is just like kind of giving it to Jay. Mm-hmm. And volume 1, it was joints on there I love, but I'm like, he ain't fully getting to that lane, man. I can't just give him some people was just giving Jay the crown at that time. Like, yo, he's that guy. I'm like, nah. Like, Nas is that guy right now, man. He's still, Jay got to put in a little more work. You got to take that thing if I'm saying that you that guy. But he coming off a little criticism, though, because Reasonable Doubt was a classic. And then he tried to, like, kind of take Puff and Big's formula with Volume 1 on the singles, and it really didn't work like that. So he got kind of criticized, but shout out to Dame, because Dame said, yo, we got to take it back to the streets. And then they did the Streets is Watching movie and soundtrack, and that kind of got him back in position.
And also put that album, more focus on that album that everybody was, sleeping on.
So he kind of got like a reset.
Yeah,
like a reset.
He got a weird situation like that because you don't appreciate one album until you go back and listen to another one. And it happened with both albums because nobody appreciated Reasonable Doubt until In My Lifetime came out.
Yeah.
In My Lifetime came out, niggas, it was kind of lukewarm.
Yeah.
And then the Streets is Watching soundtrack came out.
Yep.
So niggas went back to
In My Lifetime volume 1.
They went to the volume 1 and was like, damn, this shit dope.
But he wasn't going to make volume 1. He was going to be done with rap after Biggie.
Yeah.
He said he was done.
I think was it this one? This was because even the intro.
Yeah, the intro was talking about retirement.
I'm done.
Yeah, he was done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he was over with. You know what I'm saying? Because that took something out of him. So he was like, man, like recording, like when he went to record, it was like just him recording. But he said he was away from everybody. Like nobody knew what was going on, where he was at. He was off the grid.
And then if this wouldn't, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then think about this though. Even though the streets. He had the streets. Imagine if this one don't hit though. Now you got 3 albums that didn't necessarily, that's not critically acclaimed, but Big as Your Man, and you like everybody expecting you to do that. Yeah. And now you got 3 of them that didn't hit. That would have been a big blow.
Right.
To me, that would have been a big blow, man.
Absolutely.
Big blow.
Absolutely.
I feel like he was like a rap star on the street tip, trying to find his way to like a broader audience before the album dropped, like to trying to find his way to the commercial success. Like he a star in the streets, but it's like, all right, how do I take that next step to get to the masses more? Like with this album, I think
you see him Pac and Big, you like, I need that.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
The respect was there. He was respected as an MC. He was respected for his skill. He was respected for the skill. The streets was heavy. The streets is watching even made him heavier in the streets. It's like, all right, how do I go get that fame? How I go get that commercial money now? Let me figure that out.
Go get that money.
And that's where he was at this time. So what was like your expectations for this album when you knew it was dropping?
Oh, I expected to hit because I was a fan of the first 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
I was
a fan of both of them as well.
I'm going to put them in over a lot of albums at that time. I'm putting them on. You know what I'm saying? So I was waiting. I wanted to hear the new sound. Because I knew it was a new sound from off mixtapes.
Yeah.
You get a little snippet of songs and all that. So I knew it was, what was kind of coming. But I waited for that and it hit.
It shit blew me away, man. It blew me away. Not that I didn't have big expectations. I just didn't expect that.
Yeah.
That shit blew me away. It was like, damn.
Yeah,
and of course, once again, I'm coming from the perspective of, damn, this shit crazy. Oh, bro.
Yeah. That's how it was too. And then like just the whole the sound, and also, man, we couldn't remember they cracked down on that bootleg shit too.
Yeah.
We ain't get no bootleg of this. A lot of shit we got the bootleg of.
Right.
We didn't get the bootleg of this. So when this hit, that's why and that's another reason why I think this sold a lot of copies, bro. Because we was waiting on it. Everybody was waiting on it. And then we couldn't get the bootleg. And then the Annie, we heard the Annie, you know what I'm saying? So we knew something was coming. And then it came, man, and it was like, wow, man, this joint is a power punch, man.
That shit took off.
I was expecting him to go to the next level because I felt like the energy around him was saying that he should be that guy. But I was just waiting for it to actually happen. To me, it was like almost like he was getting pushed out there before he actually, in my mind, really got there already. So I'm like, okay, my expectation is that he gonna take it up a notch because this is where he's supposed to be.
And that's the thing with music, though, man. It's like people can anoint you all they want, but you still gotta deliver.
You gotta deliver.
You gotta deliver, and he delivered. Well, he over delivered on this because it was like this was a smash. I'm talking about a smash. This was chock full of hits.
Absolutely,
I agree.
Big hits.
Right, absolutely. So would y'all say Volume 2 Hard Knock Life was the anticipation there? Was it street anticipation? Was it
absolutely
commercial
absolutely.
Anticipation?
It was the commercial to see if he could do it. Because he failed, you could say for the most part, he failed on Volume 1.
Right.
Well, let me not say fail. It just didn't hit because I don't want to say it failed. Some people may say it just didn't hit.
It was hard following up Reasonable Doubt.
I ain't gonna say it failed because it went platinum.
Yeah, it did. But it didn't. He ain't have. It ain't had a rocket on his back.
He ain't grabbed the rock and just take it over like that.
It was one of them where it was like, okay, all right. I like it, but it's just
it was. Man, I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it, but
you take it. We throw A&R Call in there.
I could definitely A&R that. I could A&R that thing real nice. Guarantee a classic. I guarantee it. I know right where I need to go. 3 songs. We right there.
Yeah,
man.
we right there, man. And that it didn't like I said when them videos dropped. You know what I'm saying?
That's what took it over the top.
It took it to another level, man. And then you got that. And then the Streets Is Watching soundtrack right behind it.
Yeah,
man, that shit like it was like, all right, okay.
When that
set him up perfect for that. Though.
When that Andy sample dropped, and
goodness,
that Hard Knock Life song, just that song alone, anticipation raised at that point. Like that.
Yo, that fucking beat was crazy.
That song was crazy.
That's not supposed to work, man. That shit not supposed to work. Like who thinks of flipping that? And then. It wasn't like he crossed over. What he did, was he pulled everybody in.
Yeah.
Like, nah, all right, I'm done trying to go over there. I'm gonna pull y'all here.
Yeah,
right.
And that shit.
Yeah,
man. So we got the album cover, man. We like to look at album cover. What do you think about this album cover? What does the album cover say to you, man?
He big dogging. You see the big dog shit out there. You know what I'm saying?
97, that was tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
97 was 97 with the Bentley drop top, white interior.
Yo,
got this all black shit on, chilling.
Yo,
we iced out pinky
and the suit on.
That was some big, some like the Willieism.
Yo,
and then isn't this off the Puff Daddy? Didn't the Puff Daddy family joint drop you for this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got that joint. You got the bars with him and Big on there. He talk heavy in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's setting himself up on this one.
It might look simple to y'all now, but back then we thought this album cover was like the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Like we thought this was so hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
We started looking inside and everything. You know what I'm saying?
We thought him on the Bentley was like the biggest floss. Like damn.
Yeah.
Album covers was the shit back then.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Album covers was the shit back then, man. Like it was really like to pull out to get an album or CD and pull out the jacket. Because you did, that's what you did.
That's the first thing you did while you listened to it.
Yeah,
and you just got to reading and zoning out for a minute. So that was like artwork, man. Like
that
was another part of it. Yeah, that was another part of the
You know
artist.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They was mentioning everybody they fucked with or everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was on the album, all that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to see who did the tracks and all that.
CDs made producers famous.
Absolutely.
Wasn't nobody checking for producers until CDs came.
You heard that flyer, you was like, man, what the heck?
Open up the
credits
and see who made it, the credits and all that. People wasn't checking.
And this is also the era where they started putting in some artists started putting their lyrics in they Nas did that. Like they used to start putting their lyrics, so that was a whole nother level. Like
it was written, right?
Yeah.
For a person like me who would, back in the day, growing up on that golden era hip hop, I didn't listen to the radio, like this. I listened like this because I'm listening to the lyrics. And I'm like, damn. He running that shit. So to get the lyrics in the jacket,
because sometimes you used to think you knew what they were saying, then you find out like, damn, you wasn't even saying that.
It was totally different.
So when you actually get their words, you like, that's what he was saying.
It hit home even more.
It
was even that more gratifying. You even like the song even more a lot of times.
That's why we used to print the lyrics in high school. We used to print the lyrics. Like, yo, what was he saying? You hear what he said? I don't know what he said, but let's print the lyrics. And then, you got the album title is Hard Knock Life. So he come with the single, and then he come with the album title was Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. I already gave y'all Volume 1. I'm coming right back with Volume 2. He could have went he could have went any way with it. Nah, this is Volume 2.
Yeah. This it. This the redemption.
That's what I feel. This was like okay.
Because I heard the critics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard the critics. I've read everything. And then I seen you niggas double back too. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas double back when that Streets Was Watching drop.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Because I doubled back hard. Even though I had already liked the album, but I doubled back extra hard on that joint. That joint was, and then this, man.
Whew. That's one thing you got. I think you got to credit Dane for that Streets Is Watching.
You got to. You got to.
No
you got
time
to.
was nobody making videos for every song.
You got to, man.
Yep.
You got to give Dane
Then making
credit.
it into like a movie.
That's
like
a movie.
That into a
You know what I
movie.
mean? And now I see where Dane trying to go. I'm like, yo, that was Dane. That was Dane pushing that.
Dane killed it with the regroup. He took the squad and said, okay, let's regroup. That puffy stuff ain't working for us. Let's regroup. Let's take it back to the streets, man.
And it's funny you say that because that album is Bad Boy influenced producers on there. You can look at it and be like, damn, man, you could like take Jay off that joint and throw Mason there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a different album, man. You dancing. But it could have worked for Mace, though. It could have worked differently.
It just didn't work for Jay.
It didn't work for Jay.
Coming off Reasonable Doubt, it just it just didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Little tweaks here and there, and you'd have had a whole different feel, man. Whole different. Now I don't know if it would have been commercially successful, but it would have been a perfect follow up to Reasonable Doubt.
Right.
You know, you remove some of them songs. Perfect follow up. It would have just been. It would have been crazy. Right. It might have had a whole different. It might have put a whole different trajectory to his career.
Right. I agree.
It might have put a whole different trajectory to his career. You never know.
Yeah.
I agree with you. All right, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, is the third studio album released by Jay-Z on September 29th, 1998 on Rockefeller Records and Def Jam Recordings. The album was recorded from December 1997 to August 1998 at D&D Studios, Sony Music Studios, Manhattan Center Studios, and Quad Studios in New York City. Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, features productions from DJ Premier, Swiss Beats, Irv Gotti, Eric Sermon, Timbaland, Jermaine Dupri, Rockwaller, Stevie J, Little Rob, Kid Capri, rest in peace to the 45 King, and more, man. So, wow, man, that's a heavy producer line. That producer lineup alone.
Think about that, though, because that might have started that trend, that you know, the super producer kind of thing, like, okay, I'm gonna get this super lineup and create the record that way.
Yeah, and he been doing that for a minute though. Yeah. He been doing that for a minute, and on a lot of albums. You know what I'm saying? Like recently, like he just made Locked In with like one. You know what I'm saying? Because Witchcom did the whole 444, right?
No ID.
Yeah, No ID did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wasn't always on that.
You feel me?
He didn't even do that with Kanye. I mean, Kanye produced a lot of songs.
Yeah. See, then your boy went and did a 6-pack with one guy. You know what I'm saying? See how my boy set the trends a little bit?
He don't want to talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? See how my boy set the trends? Thank you. Probably put the play together like, yo, boo, boo. You know Hit Boy was in the crib with Beyonce.
If you want to believe that, man, go ahead.
I'll just say,
I'll let you call.
They peoples though. They peoples. You know they peoples now. They way green. They way greener now.
That producer lineup was
Murder's
heavy,
Row,
man. It was a heavy joint. Just if you just a hip hop head and you look at the album and you see them producers, you like, oh, okay. I'm gonna like this joint. All right, yo. So we joined by my man, Music by Dre, man, talking about this 25th anniversary of Hard Knock Life.
Yes, sir.
So Dre, man, when Hard Knock Life came out, where was you at that time in your life?
Oh man, Jay-Z was running the world at this point. So this was high school. High school was lovely, man. It was just trying to teach us a whole different mindset with what he was coming out with. It's so crazy because I listened to this recently. And I pick up, you know, how you pick it up on it now than how you was then.
Right.
You know what I mean? That boy, truth, man. Hold the truth. Words. But, that was high school era, yeah, for sure.
So he was that dude to you when it came out. When this
was the rock. That was rock all day. You know, we wanted to hear what they had to say. So we was tuned in. We was locked in.
You was locked in?
All the way. All the way. I think this is like I think the Hot 97, all that came out like right before this or something. Oh.
Nah, I think it was after this because Beans and them ain't really pop off yet. So this is pre.
Yeah, this is introduction to Beans.
Beans and them might have popped off 2000 maybe. Like that's when it got crazy for them.
Yeah, this still 98. So this is pre all of that. The Rock, how we kind of know the Rock. This is before all of that.
Yeah. There was Rockefeller, not
the
Rock.
Rockefeller. It's a difference.
This is actually they called it Team Rock back then. This is when it was like Sauce, Bleak, the Rangers. like there's a whole different squad, man.
Right.
All right, man. So let's get into this album. First track is Intro, Hand It Down, featuring Memphis Bleak, produced by DJ Premier.
Man.
That beat, this beat was crazy. Yeah. I was wondering why he didn't use this in the verses.
Man, this is down the totem pole.
He could have slid this in.
For Primo, he
could have slid it in, man.
This don't.
You know what I would have did? You know what I would have did if I was him? I know how you could use it. I would have played this one. and I would have played the other intro that with Bleak. I would have played them all at the same time, like back to back to back. I would have did that.
Blended them.
Yeah, just to show you, you know what I mean, that he was like batting 1,000 with them intros.
This might have been Bleak tightest.
This was
Bleak hottest.
like.
Intro for Bleak.
Yo, you gotta think about this is Jay's biggest album, and Bleak is the first person that you hear rapping on the album. That's a big cosign.
But you got Bleak wasn't on Volume 1, was he?
Yeah,
he wasn't.
No, he wasn't on Volume 1. He was only on.
No. You know why he wasn't on Volume 1? Because he wasn't taking it serious, so he ain't make the album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, but he played. He did the first one, didn't he?
He was on Coming to Age.
He was on.
But it wasn't that Jay. It wasn't that Jay didn't want him to be on the album. He wasn't taking rap serious, so they was like,
and he
cool.
came back on Streets is Watching, and then he came, and then he opened up on this. I don't know what you're talking about, Phil. This beat is messy.
You talking about Premier?
He talking about Premier in the verses, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying he could have slid this one in on the sake of Hove, though.
But I'm
sometimes
saying,
shit get a different ring because they know it's who it is. You know what I'm saying? In a different audience,
you could slip it in, but you can't. I don't think you can slip it in by itself. It's heavy, but we talk. I mean, if you're talking like this, like 25 on the radar.
Bleak was going to kill Santana with this. Word. He was going to murder Santana ass when he came with this.
Yo.
He probably would have started it off with this.
Yo, he said, nah, this ain't Jigga, this your little nigga Bleak.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Put him on these motherfuckers live from the streets.
You couldn't tell me Primo wasn't the best at this time, though. Primo was crazy at this time.
I used to geese host with Easter clothes. I represent for all that was 28 grams. On a come up trying to creep the keys. Large nigga tell me park the car, keep the keys, find the hood rack, and creep the Mickey D's. Come on, man.
Yo, and it's crazy because Pain in the Ass had another classic
intro on there.
But like Phil was saying earlier, this
Carlito's Way.
Yeah, this intro was supposed to be Jay really planned on really retiring because he was really kind of done after the big thing. He was done with rap, and he was really trying to pass it to Bleak.
That's what I
so that's why it was called Hand It Down is the name of the song.
Put the brakes on that plane quick.
Siegel.
About to say.
Man, he put the brakes on that one. Whoa. This blew up way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, that 4 million sold.
He said, you gotta keep on rapping, Jay.
You gotta keep rapping, bro.
So we
just get started.
So even though this wasn't Jay on the first song, do y'all think this was a nice way to come into the album?
Oh yeah.
You throw your little man out there and he tear it down.
This is hard.
Yeah.
This is Bleak. This is like an ultimate look, man. It's an ultimate
look. Think about it, though.
Santana around.
At this point, when you heard that, you said, "Oh shit, Bleak."
Yeah, Bleak ready.
Yeah.
Bleak ready. Like,
even if you didn't feel like he was ready, you was like, "Okay, when this nigga drop?"
And he wasn't done because he was coming back later on in the album. We'll get to it
a couple times.
You know what I'm saying?
A couple times, man. All right, that leads in there. Wow. Track number 2, Hard Knock Life Ghetto Anthem, produced by, rest in peace to the 45 King. He just passed away, man. So rest in peace to the producer, the 45 King. He did this. He did Eminem Stan. He did Queen Latifah's Ladies First. He been in the game for a minute. He produced this song, but man, Hard Knock Life Ghetto Anthem, when this song dropped.
Bomb, man.
That took over.
Phil, when you heard this, what was the like your first thoughts in your head when you heard?
When I heard this,
I
said, "How? Like this is Annie, man." And this shit,
right.
And that shit.
Go ahead.
Because it was one of them joints, man, where when you was in the car and you heard that big dong, and then it was like, God, and then the flow. It was the way he flowed to the shit. It was like, God damn, this is crazy. This is crazy.
X your name out. Put Jigga on top. He was throwing a little.
Because motherfuckers was talking.
but I feel like it ain't the hottest joint. You feel me?
It's the biggest record. It's the biggest record.
Yeah, universal.
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest record. It may not be the best record, but it's the biggest record.
That fucking beat is crazy.
That tell you about the album. The album is crazy.
Don't sleep on that beat, man.
Yeah.
No, this beat, man. That's what I'm saying. Rest in peace to the 45.
Take a bass line.
The way he flipped this Annie sample,
man.
But it's like, but you think about that original song, and this actually thumped though. Like this actually like hard. Like how do you take that sample of Annie and make it like?
Shout out to 45 King, because that's a real producer, man.
Yeah,
when you
absolutely.
because like I'm pretty sure when niggas probably heard it, they probably was like.
Right, that's
And
the
then,
first,
man, he lit fire to that motherfucker.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you don't think Hov will automatically jump on something like that.
Yeah.
But then it's like when you hear him come off on, he can talk on anything. You know, he can put him on anything. But when
fire to that motherfucker.
yeah, it kind of like it separated everything. It kind of like put a whole new stamp on like probably sampling for real.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, yup,
for real, like
Because it had niggas thinking like, well, damn, if that hit, like, let me really get crazy with it.
Yeah.
Let me get real crazy with it,
get
man.
Andy, you feel me?
This beat and song was a game changer, man.
Yeah.
This is a classic song. Sure. This is a classic single. When I heard this, I'm like, he ready.
I heard this shit. I said, wow. Coming after Bleak. Come on, man.
The video though.
And then the video.
I said the video. I thought that's what I was saying.
And the crazy thing about the video was straight hood, but he like loved it. Like
walking down the block, quarter wall.
Yeah. It was like a ghetto, fabulous, man. Like, oh man,
got kids in there.
Yeah, little kids.
Like, fire hydrant.
You know what he was? You know what it was? It was kind of like, man, come walk with me, man.
Right.
Come walk with me.
Right.
Come walk.
That's where I'm from.
Come walk with me. And you felt it, man. It was like you was on that stoop.
And you know, Phil, that was dope about that is we talked about how the last album where it wasn't really working when he tried to do like the sunshine and all that. It was like, yo, I'm about to bring y'all all the way back. I'm taking y'all back to the hood with this one. I'm taking you all the way back with the hood.
Because that's the first we heard, right? That's the first drum we heard from that.
From the
album first, yep, and then he brought everything in, right?
Yeah.
Like, so he was like, "What Jay on? What Hov on right now?" He was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, okay. He coming with he got it right now. Yeah. He went
the match, man.
He went to the lab, man. He went to the lab. Classic song. Track number 3, "If I Should Die," featuring the Rangers, produced by Swiss Beats.
Oh shit, I ain't no Swiss.
Yeah, this was when that Swizzy sound sounded so different that it stuck out.
Yeah.
Them heavy chords, that synthesizer sound.
He was winning with this. This was winning.
Because it was different. It was different. You know what I mean?
He was winning. Man, if I should die, don't cry, my nigga. Just ride.
I did joint with Mary J.
right.
Yeah.
Listen to like, all right, hold up.
Bust bullets in the sky, my
Caesar
nigga.
Picadas. He said in high school got hit by the lock.
Right.
Showed him, he said, trick the baddest girl in the class and show me a knocker.
He was rapping. That nigga was rapping.
Hey, he is running this, man.
Rapping.
Don't cry, my nigga.
The Rogers even sounded all right.
The Rangers good. Yeah, they was all right. They was getting busy.
Yeah.
They was getting busy, man.
There wasn't no slack off with
No,
them.
it wasn't
slack off.
They brought it. They was on Rockefeller, early Rockefeller. Team Rock Rockefeller, but they was nice, man.
Yeah.
The Rangers did their thing on this.
Definitely wasn't no slack off.
Nah, absolutely. Then this goes into track number 5, "Ride or Die," produced by Stevie J, man, Bad Boy Hitman.
Yeah, rolling with Rockefeller.
He was talking that talk on here,
yes,
boy.
He was. He was coming at niggas. He came at niggas on here.
What?
He came at niggas on
What?
here. I think he got a little bit of Mace, little Nas in there.
Talking with your little R&B.
Yeah.
That was
I'm platinum a million times, nigga. Check the credits.
That nigga said,
That's
your
harder.
video.
Ghost Rider.
Number 2.
Oh my God.
I didn't get that until maybe.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know he was talking about Mace at the time when this first came out. I did not get, and when I got that, I'm like, oh, check your own video. You always be number 2.
I said, wow.
And he was in a video with the number 2 on. I said, wow. That was.
But I didn't catch that then. I didn't catch that because they was just on the song together.
Yeah, but I guess he was kind of he really ain't like how he was on his album and he went at Dame on the same album. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but look at this. What did Mace just get back from Puff?
It's publishing.
It's publishing. This is 98. He said 98. He said our bruised rap niggas severely punish them, especially those that get fucked for their publishing.
Yeah. Then a chuckle. Need a little chuckle in there.
Crazy.
It always got to be the weakest nigga out the crew. I probably make more money off your album than you.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's Carter, ghostwriter.
For the right price,
I can even make your shit tighter.
I didn't know that at the time.
Take your little juice and put the toast niggas like you.
Did anybody know he was going at Mace at the time?
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
And I caught myself thinking like, what the hell? Who the fuck is he talking? Like, who is he writing for? Because I didn't know he was going at him because, like I said, they just had a song together. So I was like,
yeah.
Well, y'all, he took a shot at him on
That's what I thought.
with the Rolex line on what's the Imaginary Players?
I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know that until I took a couple years.
I didn't know that neither.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
See, but that was it. See, but that was kind of like an inside thing, like
everybody didn't know that.
A thing that that everybody else knew. You know what I'm saying? But
so anybody that knew that,
because Mace was the
first one to do that.
Mace took a shot at him on the 112 song where 112 had the single and Mace was on there. Mace did a verse on. That's why.
What was the shot?
Only You, I think it is.
I wasn't Only You. It was their second album. The first single. It was like Love. It was the first single on their second album. And he started talking about something about platinum, going platinum.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
Platinum this and platinum that. When he said something like that,
so he
something about platinum.
Yeah, so that's why he said,
and niggas ain't got platinum hits.
Yeah.
I think so that was okay. So he said he took that as a shot.
He said niggas talking greasy on them R&B records.
Okay. Okay. So he took that as a shot. Okay. All right.
Now Mace threw a couple little, and it's funny because all of it stemmed from a girl. It all stems from a female that was messing with somebody in the Rockefeller crew. That's how little stuff gets started over female.
Over chicks.
It always started over female.
Downfall of man over chicks.
Mace was handling them whores.
Yeah, Mace was.
Yes,
that's what that dude was.
Yes, he was. Mace was a flat out star, man. Like it can't be denied.
You can't deny.
You can't deny.
Can't deny.
Shit with Rugrats, man.
Yeah. All right, track number 5, Nigga What, Nigga Who, Originator 99, featuring Jazzo, produced by Timbaland.
Insane.
This the 4th single on the album.
Insane.
Went hard.
He took it back to the original flow on here,
but it was better though.
Yeah.
It was so refined and polished on this
because him and Jazzo had a song, The Originators, back in the day, and so he took it back, and Jazzo was killing it too.
Jazzo murdered this joint.
Killing this joint. He's just killing this joint.
J Flow on this one was so refined.
Ridiculous.
Because it's one thing to spit fast, but the clarity that he spit it.
Yeah, it was like a whole different.
It was Bozak. Niggas threw two of me, I threw 4 back.
Way before Big had to go act. They had the Lex Black.
Yo. We weren't hearing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had a couple dudes that rap, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, when Hov was on it, when he did it that way,
it was a fast flow.
Did Missy get on this joint or something? Missy?
Nah, not on this one.
Not on this one. Nah.
It's a Timbaland song, so you know that's right in her lane, though, man.
Yeah.
So as
should have been good on it.
So Dre, as an MC, when you hear Jay go in a flow like this, like how you break down like the
this
way
is a lesson. It's a teaching that he giving you at this point. So he playing with it, trying to figure out, all right, how I'ma do it fresher than it's been done. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, you probably heard like Twista or somebody rap, you know what I mean, where you couldn't really hear everything.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right, I'm gonna do it. But the crazy thing was, Hov was spitting like this before. You know what I mean? So for him, it was nothing. But for us, it was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Where he taking it? Because I love patterns and flows. So when you hear stuff like that, I just think it's teaching. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm teaching you that. You know what I'm saying? How I'm gonna give it up.
Right.
And then what you're talking about, it just takes it over. You know what I mean? I just take it over.
Yeah, this man, he was killing it, man.
Yeah.
This
He took a.
I will say one thing. I ain't like the hook on this song though, man.
Yeah, it's simple.
I didn't like the nigga what nigga who. I'll be honest, man. It wasn't my favorite, man.
It ain't.
Maybe I wasn't big on the mill. I don't know, man. But
Yeah, it was a meal.
I
The mill left a bad taste.
It wasn't.
That was the only part of the song that I wish like they could have just did something else with the song because it kind of made it. I don't know. It just took away the way he was rapping. It kind of just made I don't know, man. It was something with the hook.
He was
man.
trying to put his folks on. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Timbaland don't make easy beats to rap on all the time.
Timbaland killed this shit.
So
though.
for him to catch that pocket on here and just run with it
he
like
caught
he
that
did,
motherfucker.
Crazy.
He took an old flow, man, and made that thing
Jones
just.
classic for sure.
He modernized it, man. It was just super clear, and I mean, then he was talking that shit in there
yes,
too.
he was.
Yeah,
Man.
he went crazy.
Like when I heard this flow, I'm like, oh, he different.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he
See,
got a
the piece
little.
for the
He
rhymes
got
is
different.
written.
He got yeah. All I do is rap for sex. My high stroke. See how you fall on the last cassette.
I got a condo full of condoms in it.
Your word.
right,
The same
right.
place for the rhyme was invented.
Right.
What do you say? What do you say before Jazzo came on? He said, "Yeah." He said, for the last verse, she wanted us to end.
Fuck the friendship.
Okay, one more chance.
Give me one more chance. The fucker.
I said, shut the door. Get your draft.
Shut the door,
Set some
bitch.
draft.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Yo, that nigga, man.
Crazy, man. This song was crazy, man. Wow, this is a single.
Took off. Yeah,
Single
took
heavy.
off. Yeah.
Album single heavy, man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that because every single, well, not every song, but at least 10 out of the songs could have been singles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he went.
It could have been singles.
He went hard.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Like you can't say that about most albums.
Hell
He
yeah.
had at least like 8,
That's
9,
what made
10
this.
singles.
That's what made this album so high impact like that, though, bro.
The single,
real,
he had
man.
What, it was like 4 singles off here, right?
Absolutely.
Money, Cash,
You forgetting one. You forgetting one that's about to come up. You gonna be like, damn, I forgot that was even a
forgot
single.
that was even
and,
on
and
there.
it was big. It was big. But we
One of the biggest.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that though. We're gonna get to that. All right, track number 6. We got Money Cash Holes featuring DMX, produced by Swiss Beats. This is the 3rd single. This crazy because this was the 3rd single. They ain't even dropped no video for this song.
until the remix.
They dropped the remix, the remix video, which the remix was crazy too. Beans was killing that remix, man.
I remember playing this back like 15 times straight, man. That shit was just energizing, man.
Everything about it.
Money
X
Cash
came in,
Holes, Money Cash Holes.
growling from the rip.
DMX, my dog's bite. Chicken, my nigga, ride all night. Like, yo.
J-A-Y-I flow
That's
sick.
when X was at a high demand, right? That's when X was
They were the two. They brought Def Jam back,
Yeah,
and they
man.
was DMX was heavy.
Yeah,
man.
he came on the joint. You already know.
So
Ice, bitch,
Rest in
skirt.
peace, X.
yeah, rest in peace to DMX. He brought the energy too. He brought that DMX with what you want with DMX.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This was beat at his best right here.
man. Like it was like, God damn, Squizzer.
What? That shit was crazy.
Yo, and let's not forget, it was a line on here that caused a lot of controversy on this song, man. He said it's like New York's been soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings.
A lot of us came, but they.
For all of y'all that don't know where that reference came from, the Dog Pound had a song called New York, New York, and then they had a video. Snoop's on the hook,
was balls.
and Snoop is they're in New York with like bubble coats and hats and
They
chucks
moving around,
on, and then Snoop is in a scene where he's kicking over New York buildings, man.
He's literally kicking buildings. Yo, that shit was
That shit was crazy.
Disrespect.
And it actually led to them. It actually led to them getting shot at while they was in New York. Biggie got on the radio, and people from Brooklyn started shooting at him. But it wasn't really no dissing in the actual song though. They just didn't like the message overall of the video. But Prodigy took offense to this line, And then he did an interview, and that's what
set itself up.
And then that's what Jay led to the verse with the Summer Jam screen and then the verse because
he thought it was sweet.
Because probably he did an interview saying, "Who are you to say a line like that? Like you wasn't here in the trenches. We was in the trenches during the East Coast West Coast thing. You wasn't around." So that started the Jay comeback, and the rest is history, man.
Got that right. You got that the fuck right. That Summer Jam screen shit was real.
Is that the most disrespectful shit?
Absolutely,
very disrespectful.
It's
very disrespectful.
You ain't getting that. Like,
and the picture they said she showed you in a tutu,
right?
Doing ballet.
Yo, man, that's like
what
on the Summer Jam screen?
That might have started the outlandish shit in hip hop, like the dissing nigga, man. Like,
shit was already cracking, but that shit right there,
man.
Yeah, that was different. That was.
Now, I mean, that's a different era, Hov. But damn, man, like that show how sinister the nigga was, man.
He was going for it. If I'm gonna go at you, I might as well go all the way.
Tactical.
That tore all. Like the next
And to bar you
album
up.
wasn't even like it wasn't bad at all, but it just took the air out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, it did. Word, it did.
Oh God,
man, that and like you said, the remix, More Money, More Cash, More Hoes. When he put Bleak and Beanie on there, that was on this movie called The Corruptors soundtrack. And they dropped the video for that song though, and that's when Beans he duct tape rope wrap up niggas. And he was running that show.
Beans was kind of like sought after at that point. Like, man, when is this nigga gonna drop something? Like, when is this
hard,
nigga?
Man,
seriously.
But this album ain't even need a video. It just ran on his
like
own.
coke and get capped up, nigga. Beans was coming in messy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he was. He was.
That was the time.
All right, track number 7, A Week Ago, featuring Too Short, produced by Jay Runner. It was on just a week ago.
Right.
Now I gotta honor.
Listen, hold
Go ahead.
That's probably one of my favorite songs on the album.
Really?
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to what he's saying on that song,
it was all good. Just a week ago.
You gotta feel dudes in the street.
Yeah,
you gotta feel everything he talking about in that song.
Yeah. Nah, that was real. That was a real message, man. It was all good. Now you snitching, man. Like it was all good.
It was all.
You know what this was?
Like,
this was in the vein of everything on. This would have went perfect on Volume 1. Because it was in that vein, man, or Reasonable Doubt. To be honest with you, it went perfect with that too. Because he was talking that nostalgic shit, talking that street shit, man. Like it was like, damn, whole spit.
But Phil, once again, that's what makes this thing so compact and powerful. Because he hitting you from all he had chances to hit you. So man, I'm telling you, the criticism was out there after the Volume 1. So niggas was starting to talk shit.
Right.
So he was like, I'm hitting these niggas every time. And I'm bringing the nigga from West Coast. You feel me? I'm going to let him talk his shit at the end.
Shout out to Ty Shaw.
Yeah, the big nigga.
Shout out to Ty Shaw.
And it was so real, though. It's so real. You pick up the phone, he's talking reckless.
Right.
I can see the seats in his tone. I said, damn, dog. What, 9 weeks of your home? He said, dang, man. You think shit sweet as your home? I just sat. You know what I'm saying? You had them actual situations.
Spit no more speech in the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Now, where was y'all at on the Too Short radar at this point? Because I knew Too Short. I'm gonna be honest. I knew Too Short from Biggie. I didn't know. I know Too Short been in the game. I know Too Short been in the game for a while, but he wasn't really on my radar.
And Pop. I think he went to another level with Pop, man. But he was always there.
No, he was there. I'm saying, was you up on Too Short like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for Menace II Society.
This put me on him, though.
Biggie. To me, Biggie. I ain't know about Too Short like that. Biggie put me on the Too Short.
You got being older than y'all. To me, it came out of left field, but I was like, oh, that's
perfect.
And then it wasn't even like Short was rapping. Short laid down the
court. I was like,
damn, what a perfect nigga to have on there, man. A mellow song and you bring Short on. Oh, that was hard. That was a nice pairing.
But I feel like it brought Too Short to a different audience over here. A lot, maybe East Coast dudes that really wasn't on Too Short like that. It probably made them go check. Oh, this Too Short guy?
Me.
Even though he been around since the early
Depends
80s.
on All Eyes on Me though.
I was
Shorty
one
the
of them
Pimp.
at that point.
He was on All Eyes on Me.
That wasn't a good song that he was on.
Man, it was too short. I don't know what you're talking
That
about.
wasn't on no. That wasn't on no. That wasn't on.
What was wrong with the song, Carl?
That wasn't a good song, though, freak.
Man,
and
come
all
on,
the
man.
songs, I know that's your guy, man. All the songs are All Eyes on Me.
So that song was weak.
I'm not playing that
All
song.
right, okay.
It's not making my playlist, my A&R playlist. But nah, that was a dope. It was a dope change in the album, but I got it. I got it. Then that goes to track number 8, Coming of Age, the sequel, featuring Memphis Bleak.
Here it go again.
Produced by Swiss Beats.
Right.
Now, the original Coming of Age was on Reasonable Doubt. Some people say they don't know, like they like this version better than the original one.
It's
What would you say
debatable.
about
It's supposed to be
that?
better.
What would you say about that?
It's supposed to be better.
I agree. It's
If you
supposed to
feel
be.
like that, it's supposed to be better. That's why it's called a sequel.
It had a totally different vibe to it.
I
though.
agree.
Whereas the first one was kind of like an introduction.
Yeah.
This one was more like
I've been working.
It was and the tone
I've
of the
been working.
song, man, it was tense.
I've been working. I'm up.
Yeah, the
I'm
song,
up.
the tone
I
of
got
the
you
song
right where
was
you
tense.
want me.
Cause you listening to it like, damn, what the fuck really happened? You know what I mean?
The message, the whole storytelling, these bulls is going at it. Like, this is before Jada and Styles was back and forth. These bulls was, you know what I mean? This joint was crazy, man.
that's
Listen
what
to this joint.
That's why I be telling some people, they be like, who the most influential in hip hop? Wayne, Future, Jay.
Okay.
I be like, yo, I say Jay because of rhymes like this. You wasn't hearing a nigga talk about rapping on the phone about snitching.
Yeah.
You wasn't hearing. But everybody hood or everybody's old heads listen
knew
to this
about it.
album.
Right.
Yeah.
So he passed it down to you and all that. So
That's dope.
that's what I call influential.
That's
you know
dope.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's,
Right.
that's what I say. Wasn't like people my age, we listen to Wayne. Don't get me wrong, because I'm a hip hop head. I listen to him.
Yeah.
But you wasn't saying nothing that I could.
Right.
Yeah, grab on.
It was raps.
right.
Yeah.
Basically,
It was just
for me,
rap.
It was raps.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Just rapping.
But we seen this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We seen this. Like we come from where, you know what I'm saying? But you know, to each his own, because you know everybody built different. Everybody come from different areas. But we felt this song because you see the positioning in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like everything, and then that's how it be because some niggas, you know, some niggas get heavier.
Right.
You feel me? Some niggas get heavier. Everybody can't get heavy.
It was relatable.
And now I'm coming back, and I got my youngin' around.
I like the cultural reference at that time to start this out because at that time it was the Keenan Ivory Reigns show, and then the Vibe had a show.
Yeah.
And he said it seems like I'm Keenan picking up on the vibe that he ain't too happy. I could just see it in his eyes.
Crazy.
That is so
She was
vivid.
relatable, man.
That's
Very
so
relatable.
vivid, man. That is so vivid, man.
Vivid talk. Yeah. You got
He don't get. You know, I don't
see it. You know what
I don't
mean?
think Jay get enough credit for his story. And I get it. He's not the greatest storyteller, but I think he doesn't get enough.
He got some
credit for
underrated,
his storytelling.
great stories, man. For word he do. He got some. Nah, this is dope.
He
And
said,
this is
pull up the star with the flavor card, matching the Gators. Shirt softer than my next door neighbors. Come on, man. These niggas think I felt out the loop. Because the last time they see me hopping out the coop, I hopped out the chute.
Crazy.
What?
Crazy.
Come on, man. He the best.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
not
Nah, this song, I don't know. It is debatable because they took it to another level because it was like it elevated. In the first Coming of Age, it was like I'm just trying to scoop you up, youngin. Now it's like, yo, I put you on. Now you feeling yourself a little bit. Now you think you trying to take my
Cocaine
spot.
whiter now. Operation is sweet. Whole game tighter now. Moving a brick a week. Plus a nigga prices down. We them niggas to see. You know what I'm saying?
The beat just matched the whole vibe of the song
Yeah.
perfectly. It's no longer, you know what I mean, happy go. It's tension.
And Blick was going into at that stand. One pants up, my hand like, and what?
He said, "Look at this nigga Jay verbally trying to take my shine."
That's what I'm saying.
This is shit on my mind.
I ain't saying this out loud. I got some shit on my mind.
This guy taught a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yo, because if you just think outside of New York,
used to puff.
If you hitting, they saying you was such and such Jay-Z.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I said he birthed a bunch of babies. Like it was a bunch of dudes that like really literally took his DNA and ran with it from different areas of the country. Not all of them. They ain't
A lot of people failed trying to copy that.
T.I. definitely took it.
Lil
Wayne,
the
for
New York
sure.
rap sound they tried miserably.
Jeezy didn't.
Jeezy kept it Jeezy, but he still was going where, you know.
You can hear the influence.
I'm about to say his foundation was based off of
the drug part of
where it
Jay-Z
came from.
for sure.
But that's the influence I'm talking. That's the influence I mean.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, influence.
When you rapping about drugs and all that, and then other cats in other cities is doing what you rapping about, at they're you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the old heads, the young heads. That means your old heads was listening to this, telling you how you supposed to move.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Telling you what you supposed to do when you go out of town
sure.
and do all that. Wasn't no other rappers telling you that?
No.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
In a two hotel town.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was back then.
Back then, that's 9-8. Come on, bro.
All right, track number 9. We got "Can I Get A" featuring Ja Rule and Emil, produced by Irv Gotti and Lil Rob. This put Ja Rule on.
Banger.
Absolutely.
And this is the first single from the Rush Hour 2 soundtrack,
single.
which was a big look. A big look.
When this came on in the club,
This was a hit.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a hit.
That single was probably as big as Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When this came
Because it was
on
on
in
that
the
sound, that Rush Hour
Absolutely.
soundtrack.
But like you said, Cliff, this one of the songs that made them more universal, worldwide.
I'm gonna be honest again, though. I'm gonna be honest again one time. Yeah, like the hook. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wasn't big on this song. I get it.
I get it. Yeah,
it's a hit single.
I get it. Right.
It's a hit single, but it wasn't my favorite. If I'm going in my J bag, this is not making the cut. This is not make. But I get it did what it was supposed to do, though. I get it.
Where it made the cut. It was huge because of the movie.
it was huge because it was huge.
Yeah, it was huge because it was huge.
The movie helped. The Rush Hour 2 soundtrack helped it.
This was a club record, man. I remember being in them clubs, man.
Me too.
And this joint came
This was
on this
it.
drop, and chicks ran to the floor, man.
And then he changed it because it was "Can I Get a Fuck You?" But then they made a little cleaner version for the radio. And then
Kept it like that.
this put Ja Rule on. Then he took him on a Hard Knock Life tour, and Ja Rule came out just to do this verse.
Yeah.
Like this put Ja Rule on the map. And Irv Gotti produced the track, so this is really the Murder Inc. beginnings too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a huge record.
This is a
man.
huge song.
I was there, man. I was
This was a
there.
big
This is a
song.
huge record. Now y'all might have been in high school. You got to remember, I'm 5 years older, so this was a huge record.
No, the song was huge.
There's just certain things I like to hear from Hove, and this one wasn't.
This wasn't one of my. This
It was
one
like
of
he was
my.
helping his homies.
But
in this era, in this run, it fit perfect.
I hear you.
It
I feel
fit
that.
perfect.
Absolutely.
what happened when that Mill verse came on though? How did that make you feel?
You didn't even care. Because by that time you need you need deep with a joint in front of you. You know what I mean? You don't care about who rapping at that point. You in the middle of the floor.
This is a hit, certified hit. All right, track number 10, "Paper Chase" featuring Foxy Brown, produced by Timbaland.
This was my sleeper hit. I love this beat, man.
I love Fox.
Man,
That paper, though.
Yo, this beat was slept on, man. And looking back on the album, like I'm like, damn, this beat was crazy.
that
Like
shit was crazy.
But you know what? I think this is a sign of the end of the Jay and Foxy run together. This did it. I think this, because remember they was going to run. They had the song on her album. Then they had "Ain't No Nigga." Then remember Sunshine. Foxy Brown was on Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might have
Yeah.
a little
Right. Messed it up.
rub people the wrong way. And then this, like,
It came back with the hard track.
the Foxy and Jay used to be the look. And then I don't know, maybe because he had a meal at the time, but it's kind of like this guy slept on a little bit.
That might have
This
played
guy-
a part
Yeah.
too.
This kind of like
I'm
went
push
over
my
the
own
head.
artist. I'm gonna push my own artist.
And this
But when the
pretty much-
China Doll dropped though, few years after this,
I think it was after.
Yeah, maybe like
hey, because Jay wrote
Nah,
damn near that album.
Beans wrote a lot of that album.
Nah.
Beans wrote a lot. He did. Look in the credits. Beans wrote a lot of that album.
but no,
Oh,
Jay
it was
was-
One of Foxy's albums.
Jay
Beans wrote a lot.
Jay was on China Doll too. China Doll was alright.
China Doll wasn't bad.
But he got a lot of credits on the album though. He got a lot of credits on that
Yeah.
album.
So,
If I ain't mistaken.
99 came out 96? Or
Yeah.
97?
Foxy had a
China
nice
Doll
little
came out
shoot.
like 98.
Yeah, I think
Foxy had a
it
nice
was
little run.
98
Yeah,
with
it was like
China Doll.
98.
China Doll, that song Beans
Yeah,
on
that's what
China
I'm
Doll.
saying.
Hard. That's all hard.
That's why I said it wasn't really the end of his run with her. You know what I'm saying? Because he came right back and did an album with her.
But he
You know what I'm
wrote the
saying?
album. He ain't on the album. He said, "Yo, put my artist on your joint."
That was
man.
99.
His boss. That was 99 when China Doll.
99.
China Doll had some
99.
joints on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that Bean song is hard though.
Yeah.
Nah, that joint was dope. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Track number 11, Reservoir Dogs featuring The Lox, Beanie Siegel, and Sauce Money, featuring produced by Eric Sermon and Rockweiler. Classic.
Sermon,
Classic posse cut.
Shout out to Eric Sir. Well, it might be. Is it top 10? Is it top 10?
I say
Absolutely.
This, I say
Absolutely.
check out our posse cut episode if you ain't heard that.
Yeah.
But I say bar for bar, like everybody being equal, it's hard to find another posse cut where I feel like everybody, it's like the best of the best to me. Like whoever, because we rated them on a posse
This is
cut.
your
Yeah.
best one. This is your best one.
I ain't saying it's the best, but I'm saying of equal, like the MCs or where you say like, damn, it ain't really like a drop off on here.
Never dropped off.
It's not really a drop off on this song.
Introduction of Beanie Siegel.
It's posse cuts. It's posse.
I mean,
it's no.
Band for TV?
You goddamn right.
Okay.
Nah, it's better than Band for TV.
No, it's not.
What?
What?
Man, listen,
You
I'm
tripping.
sorry. Man,
Tripping,
what?
nigga.
Bar wise.
Bar wise.
What?
Who Nori rapping better than on this on this?
That's you. What
I'm
you,
asking.
What you
I'm
just tried
asking.
to do is you tried to
No, I'm
take.
not. I'm
you tried to
asking.
take the debate and you tried to skew it. I'm not gonna let
I'm
you
just-
do
I'm
that.
just being
Let's
real
talk
with you.
about the song.
Because
We
it's
got
better.
one
We
aspect
got
of the
to go.
song.
We got to
You're
go
not gonna
artist.
skew the argument.
Come on, man.
I'm
Which
talking-
beat was better?
I'm
That's like me saying which beat was better.
Come on, man.
Okay, Band for
Come on,
TV
man,
is
what?
better. But
Band
the
for-
bars,
yeah.
the bars
The
on
bar
Reservoir
work on
Dogs
here?
is not
The
even
bar
close.
work is crazy.
It's not even
The
close.
beat not even close.
Pressure bust pipes. It's time to apply it
Boom.
now.
You put that Band for TV on and nigga what?
Beanie Mac, I supply you,
Man,
man.
come on,
Come
man.
on, man.
But nah, we ain't talking
Styles
about
and
that
Kiss
right now.
back and forth on that way better than their verses on that.
What? I told
Yo,
you.
man,
Wow.
you tripping, man.
I don't even want
Did
to
you
talk
hear
about
what
this.
Mark shit on there? Did you hear what Kiss say on this song?
Kiss runs this.
Man, keep it going, man.
No,
we ain't gonna.
that Beans intro, that was it. That was high demand
nah,
after that,
man.
especially for I'm from.
I ain't
So
gonna let y'all
after
get away
that,
with that.
everybody Beans who
set the tone.
that was it.
Murder the whole month of April, nigga, just to take May off. Run with more niggas than Adolf. Your light crews. Now we concentrate on your camp, like Drews.
Oh, hot like a heat wave, bitch. With fatter than the shit they beat slaves with. I'm a mill stacking nigga who pull quick.
It's still packing. For all you Phil Jackson niggas on that bullshit.
Yeah. And then right after that,
Fuck you wrong.
niggas
So fuck you
come on, like damn, all right, hold up, all right.
They said Styles went at Jay on his own song.
Yeah,
That's what they
I think he
said.
did, though.
I think he did too.
Yeah, I think he did. Nah, but Sauce money.
He said he did.
Y'all need an episode on Sauce.
Sauce got busy on this song.
He said he didn't go at it. He was just
kill you. I probably do 10 in the box. Come in, killing the cop, filling the lots, nigga. Why you grilling the lot? If this rap shit don't work, niggas still in your spot. Bring it for me. I gotta lose your family. Gangsters don't die, they get chubby
and move to Miami.
But it gets deep. But fucking the weather is nice and the price is much cheaper.
Because it's a J episode.
Come on,
it's not a band from TV.
Yeah, that's it.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. That look.
Ah, man.
Whole talk dirty on here.
6 Faces.
I agree with the beat part, but the bars, man, my name ring bells like Sunday at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, this was. I mean, everybody bought it on this one.
And the crazy thing about it is, as much as I love them verse, Dre got on here talking so slick.
It's a couple joints. It's not a lot, but it's a couple joints. You got the symphony.
Nope.
The symphony is definitely on that level where everybody bought it crazy.
We don't stop at the toes. We got easy passes in '98.
Listen, bar wise, now that's a record that could go against that bar wise any day.
What?
The symphony. Bar wise,
I love the symphony. I love the symphony.
Go back and listen.
I love the symphony.
I love the symphony, but
they
this joint right here, man.
I hear you.
Goodness gracious, man.
But I digress. Proceed. I digress.
Yeah.
A hard ass record.
But this is a classic. This is a
That's
classic.
That's up in the air though. Man for TV and that. Yo, Cam.
They killed that. Man for TV, real.
Man for TV.
Band for TV is a classic.
Man for TV is a classic.
Punt verse.
What's the weakest verse on Reservoir Dogs?
If I'm gonna say, to keep it a beat, it may sound crazy, but Jay might have been the weakest verse.
What?
I'm saying.
Yeah, he might have been the weakest verse. What? You take weakest as to say terrible verse.
No.
It's the worst verse out of all of their verses.
No.
So
It could be an 8.
Styles.
No. I know what I'm gonna say. It must gonna be controversial.
You gonna say C?
Nah. He the
Can't stand
second
it,
weakest.
It's taking you too long.
The first weakest verse is Sheik.
And
I think
Kick rhymes to the poster till I swear big move.
I love the verse. I love the verse.
Yeah, that was
Big
crazy.
James.
I love the verse, but I think I would say Sheik loose, man.
Ain't shit change. Get brain
Sheik
in the
might have had the
folk,
hardest
six
line
range.
in the song.
Switch range, everything.
That's the weakest verse, he said.
By the time he got to that, it was kind of like,
Yeah, that's crazy, but
Oh, that man.
Know that. You don't want to owe that man. He hit you. Get the picture.
Kodak man, he was talking so
Love for war. I don't floss no more. I just sit on my money till I'm above the law.
so who you got? Who got the weakest verse on the song?
I think Jay the best verse.
You think he the best verse?
The best verse. He was talking so slick on the end. He got on there.
Iceberg sweats for ID on the elastic.
Who you think got the worst verse on the song?
He's supposed to do how he did
Who
it.
you think got
but
the worst verse? Who you think got the worst? You said Jay, right?
I said Hov. I'm with.
Who you think got the
I said
worst
Hov.
verse on the song?
Worst verse?
Yeah.
Worst verse.
It's one of the locks.
It's probably
I
Sheik.
said Sheik.
For real, it is
I
probably
said
Sheik,
Sheik.
but
It ain't Styles P or Jadakiss for sure.
no, it
Even
ain't Sauce.
Money joint.
And it ain't. And
Big
Sauce
Sauce
got
is
busy
shit.
on
Sauce
here.
went dumb.
I think I lost my.
And they hold on though, man. She lose even carried.
I know she. No, I'm saying that's why I said this is the best
Yeah,
of
it's
the best
controversial.
here, man.
It's controversial.
This is like you. That's why I said if you like go bar for bar, like this is a song where I feel like everybody really bought their A game.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
It's not like yo
For the
man.
sake of time.
Yeah.
I digress. Like I said,
But it's
I
a
digress.
classic. It's a classic song.
Definitely classic.
Track number 12. It's like that featuring Kid
And
Capri.
he talk
produced
heavy
by-
on this.
This
boy.
is one of my slept on favorite songs on this album right here.
Goodness,
man.
man.
This was a
He
nice,
said, "I'm
this
just
was a
like
nice
that."
little bouncy like.
I'm just like that.
Yeah, it
yo.
was
Like, this is one of them, you know. I'm coming off of Reservoir. This is what
I
you
like
know,
that,
your favorite.
ho.
I
sequence.
like this beat, man.
Yeah.
Gals and guns.
It was simple.
All I want.
Yeah, it was simple.
Stop.
Says a young and dumbing, gun in the waist.
Yeah, it was simple. It was a simple bop. You know what I
I
mean?
throw shots back, leaving nothing to waste.
I might bark at X and spit at the locks, but other than that, I
don't
ain't
be
fucking with cats.
Just me,
Right,
top,
Beehive, nothing like that.
He
Dave and Big.
What's fucking with that?
right.
Y'all can never. This jigger get nothing for that.
That's my joint right there.
He said, "Rap is yours, running around like I won't gun you down."
It's one of them ones that continuously growed on you, and it was like.
And then
that shit hard.
Yeah.
Nah, that song hard. And let's not like Kid Capri was on a producing run at this moment too. Yep. He was on Nori album. Yeah, he was on Nori album. He was on Nori album. He was moving work. He had a couple.
He was on NRE.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was on a lot of stuff. That was
all right. That's Carl shit.
Hey man, look.
Nah. Kid Capri was on a run. He was on a lot of people's albums at this time, like producing joints. Man, he was producing real heavy. He was already a legendary DJ, but he was producing a lot on this. Then this leads. Then that's actually the end of the actual album. Then they got 2 bonus songs. Number 12, it's Alright featuring Memphis Bleak. Produced by Dame Dash and Mahogany. This was on The Streets is Watching. Yeah, I think Dame just stuck his name on the credits on this joint. I don't see him in the board. I don't see him on the boards, man. But
I like that joint.
It's Alright. It's Alright was dope. They had a video for this too. Another Bleak look.
Yep.
Another, and Jay was running this song too.
Yes,
Jay
he was
running this song too, man.
Yes, he was.
And then that leads to track number 14, Money Ain't a Thing, featuring Jermaine Dupri.
Smash.
Produced by Jermaine Dupri.
Another
straight smash.
Smash.
And it's the last song on the album, though, bro. Going into the Cream CD.
Yeah. Yo, his singles was Hard Knock Life, Money Cash Holes, Can I Get Her, not Reservoir Dogs, and what's the name? Money Ain't a Thing.
Yeah.
Those are singles.
Yeah.
Those are all hits.
This video, boy, was crazy.
But he had a lot of videos for these songs too. Yeah. Remember the Originators video?
Yeah.
There was a video for that.
And the Originators video for that. I didn't even say that's the Originator. Those was all hits. The Originator was a hit too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, them Money Ain't a Thing. They was in there flossing. They had bags of money. They're switching for
my baby in there, man. That Kenya Moore in there, man. That baby in there.
Didn't he? He had it. He bagged it too.
Yo, that video was everywhere. This video was heavy rotation when it came out, man. Wow,
JD did his thing on this joint.
Yeah, and this was on a single on JD. It had the Life of 1472 album. That was a single on that album too. So they just put them on both albums. Okay, so we gonna cross.
They definitely coming with this.
Yeah,
I think it's the first time I seen the suit and sneak combo together on this video.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, okay.
You might be right with that.
It was the S. Carters with the suit.
Nah, that's not.
This is before that.
It was Air Ones.
S. Dot say hit till Life and Time.
Yeah, that was after the fact. Wow, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. They did have that look on in there.
You're right, bro. Might be right.
And now that's the regular.
That's the regular.
Oh, no. Whoa.
Look.
Take it back. Correct it.
Whoa.
Oh, we talking about Street Dreams? With the paint
Street
suit?
Dreams, If I Rule the World. Nah,
he had Wally's on.
He had sneakers.
He had Wally's on, bro.
I gotta check it out.
He had Wally's on.
That's my jank though.
He had Wally's on.
Oh man, he gonna fact check Nas, man.
He had Wally's on, man. I'm willing to bet that.
Talking about this guy, man.
No Uptown's on. He had no
Either way.
Uptown's on, man.
Either way.
All right. So Volume 2 became Jay-Z's first album to debut at number 1. His first album to debut at number 1. So you already can tell he propelled. On Billboard 200, it sold over 350,000 copies in its first week. Nice. It spent a total of 5 consecutive weeks at number 1. Volume 2 charted at number 1 in its second week, earning 208,000 copies. In its second week, it stayed at the top for its third week. It sold 186,000 copies. And then its fifth week, it sold 174,000 copies. Once again, so 5 weeks at number 1. It's Jay-Z's biggest selling album of his whole career. 5 times platinum. In 2000, it was certified 5 times platinum. Dang. Biggest selling album of his career, man. So what would y'all say the impact of Volume 2 Hard Knock Life was when it came out?
It was a template. People try to copy that formula, man, and because
that's like the original blueprint.
It was crazy because people tried to do that killer lineup at that point, like we said, with the producers, and the big smash hit songs. You know what I mean? That versatility on this album was unmatched, man. And people tried to copy it and they couldn't. They just couldn't copy that formula.
Even he tried to copy it.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I believe.
I mean, at that point, it didn't matter because he could have.
He could do what he want. Huh?
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because he had a 3-album run after that where it just didn't even matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. He could do anything.
They was hot as fish grease, man.
Yeah, this is the Rocket send off right here. Like he went out there with it. It was like
gone.
This was that new.
It was like he was a hood rap star, and he became a certified like star artist. It wasn't just like a rapper at no point.
This album automatically made him look the best rapper.
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah, it was over.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the way around, versatility, everything. Like this album was his motherfucking like. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this nigga a boost.
He was gone after that.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was over.
It was like if you had questions, he was like he answered the question. Like you said,
Everyone.
Like you said when Phil, you were saying earlier, where like people they get put in these positions, but then when it's time to actually like make it happen, they can't produce. Like he produced.
He didn't leave no stone uncovered. None.
He produced,
None.
man. It was like, yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Because you got some classics that are classics because they just so street and hard. This was a classic because it was so versatile, man. The versatility of this album, is insane, man.
Yeah.
It was definitely.
It was like, yo, everybody already respected him as a rapper in the rap community, but this was like, oh, he going to another level now.
Yeah.
Like
He going there.
This different now.
He going there.
This different now. Like he moving units with the ball.
This made you want to be Jay-Z. Like you know what I'm saying? Like before this, like I love Volume 1. That's personally my favorite. For real. But this joint right here, it like made you literally like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I like his style. Let me see what I can do as an artist.
And he also figured out whatever problems he had on Volume 1 with like some of the singles. It's like he figured out the formula. Like, this is what worked. Like that Annie. People could have tried that and failed at that. Tried that Annie flip. Yeah. Like that's not hip hop. Exactly. That's not hip hop. For him to take that song and make it what he made it, it was like he figured it out. Like I figured out the formula. Like that big formula of how to be hard, but also like keep it street, but still be commercial and still not go too far. Right. It's like I got it now. I got my formula now. And then from there, it just
who kind of like. I guess, well, to me, took that Annie and made it like sort of their major like blueprint of their beats and their sound. Arsonists, Heatmakers.
Oh, Heatmaker.
Yeah, I think he took that Annie.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
With that voice
joints.
Because he be making like even when the voices.
I can see that.
Even with them voices, he'd tweak it to that high pitch. You know what I'm saying? I always thought like, yo, man, he's a fan of that beat.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I see that.
I love them joints though.
I see.
They dope. What he created is dope.
So he probably inspired by that.
Yeah,
because that is his style. Now that you say that,
it's funny because I think what made that record so hard was he took that record that sample. That was so hot, and he grimed it out.
Yeah.
He just splashed like
because it thumped though. Like it's like it ain't like
it was that beat.
It's like doom.
It just made it just brought the single down to earth, man. I mean the sample and the scent. Like he grimed that joint out.
And then they figured out the whole marketing plan. No, we're not doing glitzy. We're gonna take it to the hood with this, and we're gonna have the hood kids in it. It just all worked, man. It just
genius.
It just appealed to me and where I was at. Like I like that. Like I got it.
That's it.
This album was big. Impact was huge. Yeah, huge on in '98 hip hop. Other than probably X, maybe like this was
probably my favorite album in '98.
I can't disagree with you, man.
It was my favorite.
It's my favorite album in '98, man. I never played nothing as much as I played this album in '98. Yeah. And you gotta realize that we coming off '97. Biggie shit still, the double CD still cracking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the shit that Hove had out, and then you got the Nori, the Big Pun, you got all that shit, all the mix.
Right.
But when this shit dropped,
That was it.
even X shit was hot, but it wasn't polished like this.
You know, it was
This was
different.
a different gloss.
X hit because he was so different.
Yeah.
And
It was kind of like a record.
And also,
made you grab it.
and being as though that X was the, you know, he sold a lot or whatever.
Yeah.
But this album still made him a headline.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard Knock Life tour.
Yeah. Made him a headline.
It's still, ain't that still like one of the biggest grossing
Absolutely.
tours of all
Absolutely.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Didn't they have
Rap tours anyway.
that didn't that you figured the success of that spawned that whole DJ Clue run with his release?
Absolutely.
The what was the other shit?
Backstage,
the backstage.
backstage.
Yeah, like,
Backstage, yeah.
think about that. Backstage, the backstage.
Right.
Was a DVD
Right,
or
Phil.
album?
Yeah, it was the
start of the
It was a
wave.
movie.
It started
It was
the
a
wave.
movie and a soundtrack.
It started the wave. It started the wave.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
started away.
it was big, man. This was super big impact. It can't be denied. The impact was heavy in the game, man, for sure. All right, how would y'all describe the sound of Volume 2, Hard Knock Life? If you could describe the sound of this album, how would you describe it?
Polished, man. It was
crisp.
polished and universal.
It was universal.
polished.
I like
The
universal.
Yeah, the versatile.
Oh,
I like
man.
that universal.
It was so clean. The way there was nothing that didn't sound like it didn't belong. Everything was just so polished, man. It's like that new car, man. It had that new car smell to it. Every song kind of to me. It was just it was universal, man.
Like you said, Carl didn't skip a beat. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you hear a song, you like, all right, I can. This joint ain't
Let it
do that,
run.
man.
It's a well-rounded album,
Well-rounded
for
album.
sure, man. It was well-rounded. It was like it wasn't enough of you can't say like, oh man, it was too commercial, it was too radio. Nah, every time you feel like it may be going that way, I got a street
I got
joint
you
for
right
you.
back.
I got a joint for
Right
bars
back.
on you.
Yep.
So it never really go too far of anything.
Right.
It's like he really like balanced it out right, man.
And that's a great album, man, when it captures all of that.
Yeah.
Because an album can take you on a ride. Right?
Yeah.
The question is, can the album keep you throughout that ride?
Right.
And what this did was it had peaks and valleys in terms of tempo.
Right.
The tempo was right on certain
Yeah.
songs.
Yup.
Then he'd bring that thing back up and ride that. Then it'd come down and boom. It just had the perfect flow, man. It was just perfect, man.
Right.
It was perfect.
It definitely was, man.
It was glitzy in his own way too, though.
Absolutely.
It was glitzy in his own way.
Absolutely.
As far as talking shit, though.
Yeah. It was glitzy in his own way because it had all of the glitzy singles on it. It had some heavy singles.
Yeah.
So what did this album do for Jay-Z's career after it came out? When
Put him on a different level.
Yeah, put him on a different.
Put him on a different level. But nobody fucking with him.
Yeah, he was an
I'm being real. Like, niggas was nice, but nobody was fucking with him. Nobody was fucking with him after this. Nobody had no shit hotter than this.
because he had the real success to go along with the shit talk now. You know, it's like
now he really rapping about his life.
Right. Now
You know what I'm
I can
saying?
show you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the blueprint. It's definitely the blueprint for him. All right, let me go
Yeah,
ahead
he
and
was
run
gone.
with this. Like you said, at the volume 1, he got that criticism. So it took him like, all right, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and bring it back. And then, you know, after this, it was just
Definitely
like,
put him on top
like
of
you
the
said,
game.
he could do what he wanted after
On
this.
top of
There was
that
nothing
rap
you could
game.
say.
No.
It was like
yeah.
it was like you had to acknowledge at this point. You had to acknowledge
That he
like
was the best.
He was that guy. Like he was that guy.
I got this now, and it's just I got it now. I got it.
Yeah.
No
Don't
matter
worry
who,
about it.
no matter who you liked,
Yeah.
you had to be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They ain't had nothing hotter than it.
Nah.
It's the hottest album of the year.
Yeah.
Hands down.
All right, so where do you have Volume 2 Hard Knock Life ranked in Jay-Z's discography?
Wow. I knew you was gonna do that.
Absolutely.
I knew you was gonna do that.
Absolutely. You know how I do, man.
Knew you
You
was
know how I
gonna
do, man. I got
Go to the next question, man. Let me think about
Nah, man. Nah.
I got it top 5. I'm gonna say I got
Is
it
it
top
top five?
5.
Okay.
It's top
So
5.
that's where
That's
it's
what I'm
ranked?
gonna say.
It's that's too easy, man.
I'm saying it's top 5. I'm saying it's top 5.
Me,
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I would have to.
Reasonable, boom.
I probably would have to say
3. I'm gonna say
third.
3. I'm gonna say 3.
Say third.
Say 3.
I would probably have to
say 3.
The first 2.
Yeah, I like Reasonable Doubt.
I don't know.
Reasonable Doubt is my favorite. That's one of my best albums.
You had to say 1.
I'm going the other way.
I'm going Reasonable Doubt. I'm going Reasonable Doubt.
Not in your top 5.
I'm going Reasonable Doubt. Oh my, that's big.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I can't wait to hear the 25. These what you saying is what you call. I'm gonna say Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint.
Yeah.
Then this.
I'm gonna go. It's in my top 5, but it's actually 5 to me.
Look.
I'm gonna go with the Blueprint.
But I'm crazy though.
I'm gonna go. You said it's out your top 5.
It is top 5.
I'm gonna go.
That's virtually out this top 5.
I'm gonna go with the Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, the Black Album, and 444.
Okay, you like?
I'm gonna go with.
I love 444, but it's not better than this,
Bro, I gotta call you out.
What?
You know I keep receipts. We just did the greatest albums of all time, and you mentioned 444 as an honorable mention of your greatest albums of all time.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, it is.
I mean,
It is
you.
overall. But did I tell the trajectory of why it became that?
There you go with these words.
I'm just being real. Did I say it though? Let's rewind. Because around this time, with me becoming a grown man, 444 came out. It taught financial independence.
Oh, so you about to go with your
Nah, but that's what I said. I never disrespected this album. You know what I'm saying? I was being real, and I said that. I said 444 took me because every album that I named in my albums forever, it represented a part of my life, and 444 made me really, really want to boss up.
I like how you walk that back.
It's cool,
man. That
but
was a bunch of
go
BS.
back to the tapes.
Go ahead.
Go back to the tapes. I know you waiting on me.
I'm gonna throw one out there. I'm gonna throw one out there, man.
What you got?
I got Reasonable Doubt. Mm-hmm. I do have Volume 1 over this, just because of that time period. Like I said, that's not gonna be a popular.
It was during the time that the album came out.
That time,
yeah.
I thought the nigga lyrically blew that album down, coming off of Reasonable Doubt. I got the Blueprint.
Okay.
The Black Album, and
no.
American Gangster.
I like American Gangster. American Gangster hard. American Gangster is a strong 6. It's a strong 6 for me.
I got Reasonable Doubt 1. This 2.
Okay.
Volume 1, 3.
Okay.
Blueprint 4. And I have to go with the Dynasty at 5.
I like that.
I had to go with that Dynasty album
Yo,
at 5.
that's the beauty about Jay-Z is because like people throw all kind of albums in there that some people don't like, and that's some people's top
That
5.
was the one that fucked like as far as like their run. That's the one that I always visualize when you talk about The Rock.
Really, the Dynasty
album. Yeah. That's the one.
That's my top 5.
Well, can I make a controversial statement real quick before you get to that? Man, controversial statement about the Dynasty album. Beans was the best rapper on the Dynasty album.
Easy.
I said it.
I don't know if that's controversial.
And Jay, my guy. I
don't know if that's
Beans
controversial.
was the best rapper on the Dynasty.
Is that
album.
controversial?
Was it set up that
Is that
way?
controversial?
I don't know, man.
Whether
it
it was or wasn't,
Joints on there. Beans killed it.
I don't know how it was
Beans
set
killed
up, but Beans was the best rapper on the Dynasty album.
That's not that controversial here, though. Bro. I'm gonna keep it a beat. I like where you was going with it, but
I mean, some people want.
I'm gonna say that's the.
I ain't gonna argue you down.
Besides the only couple joints we heard with Big, that's the only person I seen bar for bar with Jay.
Yeah,
Beans.
It's Beans, and it period when they on the song with him. Him and Nas had a song together. Him and Who had a song together. He had songs with everybody.
Beans go with it.
Beans the only motherfucker I can see that's going.
But to be fair to Jay, the Dynasty album was meant to be a compilation, so it was meant for
it was
meant for them artists to shine.
Yeah.
Jay-Z made the executive call to come up with the single at the last minute, the Pharrell single, and then put it out as Jay-Z because they thought it would get out there to more people. But it was supposed to be a compilation of Rockefeller at first. So
what's the joint? They walking in the club. That's my joint.
Talking about In the Club?
In the Club.
That song, Volume 3, that song was hard.
Oh, okay.
That song was hard. Yeah, that was on Volume 3. That was the
Averex Leather era.
That joint was messy.
That's the Averex Leather. Everybody.
What you got though?
All right, so I'm gonna go with I like Volume 1. That's my favorite. I like Blueprint. Then I'm gonna take volume 2. Oh man! After that, they just kind of go.
Reasonable Doubt and make the top 5.
RD is
Jay-Z stands is gonna get you.
Yeah,
it's only a couple albums, man, that I really value up there with Illmatic, and that's one of them, man.
What, Reasonable Doubt?
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That joke was messy, man.
Man, Reasonable
It
Doubt.
brought something out of you.
To me, when, all right, if you
That's when I knew I was going to pump.
If you rank an album in that,
I knew I was going to pump.
I'm glad you said that, because if you rank albums in that genre, whereas that's like number 1, man. That's like the number 1 album in that particular like.
See, I was a
pocket
young
of
bro.
drum rap.
You feel me? Like my uncle he was listening to them. So when he bring them back, I'm like, oh, okay, I hear the joint with him and Big and all that.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was mature as a motherfucker about drugs, though. Like, that was a mature ass hustling album.
Yeah.
When 1 came out,
And it was like
yeah,
it was an
Luck
old
Me,
it was
all
it was
that,
an old nostalgia feeling with that. It was like
Imagine
you can see motherfucking Barry White, Teddy P and them playing that album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is one of them.
You can see them
I
really
got
liking that
American
album.
Gangster like that.
Yeah.
That's why
I'm
I
about
like
to say,
American
because he was
Gangster
able to
is-
get back in that pocket.
American Gangster is crazy, man.
He
That
was
album
able to
is crazy.
get back into that Reasonable Doubt pocket. That's why I love American.
Yeah, American Gangster's crazy. I like that.
I got you.
So, what's your favorite song on Volume 2 Hard in Life? You got one choice. What song you going with?
I'm gonna go repeat, which is it was all good just a week ago.
Wow.
He talk shit in that.
I was on repeat for me. It hit me different. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of them.
Shit hit different.
It was one of them joints for me. Reservoir, that was my, but
I'm gonna keep it real, man, because it was just something about the song, man. I'm gonna go with Coming to Age, man, the sequel, man. It was just something about it, man, because it broke it all down. Like it was the game, like Melly said, my baby Melly Wells. It was the game, because I'm watching dudes over me. You know what I'm saying? It's some niggas getting some cheese from my way around that time.
I knew
I'm
it.
watching
I
them
know
dudes,
them
man.
guys, man. Like I know.
And then I'm watching
guys.
the older ones that's a little over them that kind of slid away, but still Willieism. You know what I'm saying? Brownie, for example. You know what I'm saying? He was on a different level when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So that joint and putting it in perspective and me coming up and hearing it and I already heard the first one when Bleak really kind of got on like, man, the G, shit, I run with you for free.
Yeah,
I want the long-term money and riches. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So
I probably would have to go with, I don't know, it probably it was all good just a week ago, or I could listen to the Originators.
Wow.
All day. I can listen to that. Every
that's
time
because of
it
that
come
flow.
on. Yeah, I can
That
listen.
flow is crazy.
Anytime that come on, I could.
And Reservoir Dogs, man.
It's the cleanest fast flow that I heard.
It's a tough question, but I'm gonna go with what I think I replayed the most when this album came out on my Walkman. And it's crazy because normally singles is played out, but for some reason, Hard Knock Life, I really, even though this song was everywhere, I still like to hear this album, like this song. I still like to hear this song, but it was probably I probably replayed Reservoir Dogs the most out of every song.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I thought you would say.
Just because that
Because you wanted to get everybody
that
first.
lineup got busy so much. I think I probably rewinded that song the most to hear what they was saying. Cause they was going in, man.
Crazy.
No doubt.
Yeah,
It's probably Money Cash Hoes for me.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Because I remember riding around in the act, man, and it was I played. Listen, I would put repeat on, and
That
just
was it.
you ride through the hood, and then that thing come back on.
And that beat was vicious.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. And you play, man. I remember, man.
That song had heavy replay. That song got replayed heavy.
15 times straight, man. You ride through the city, and I just put that song on. That's
Brought me back. He said riding in the act with it back. Brought me back, boy.
because a lot of these songs take you. It's a certain era,
Nostalgia, man.
and you remember where like certain songs.
Exactly where
like,
you was at.
Yeah, I just remember, man, just hitting that repeat button on my system and just letting that thing just go.
That was
I
it.
hit north side, hit east, hit west, and just by the time I'm done, that thing done played like 16 times.
This album when I was listening to this album, because I ain't really listened to it all the way in a while, when I listened to it for this episode, it was like just taking me back. Like, yo, in high school, how he was moving, what we was doing. It just like, it was like, some albums is like time capsules. And this is like one of it. Like, I remember what I was doing when this album came out. And like, music is like that, man. Music is a time capsule, man.
Beauty of music,
you listen to music, you're like, man, remember we was doing? It may make you remember some people that was around, they ain't around no more. It's like, just take you back. It could be relatives that was around, friends and family that you might have lost, and just like take you back. And this is like, damn, this was a beautiful time, man. I ain't had no responsibilities like that.
What a time I'm thinking about
running around just free, man. Just worry about girls. We just chilling
that's a good time. What a time to be alive, man.
Yeah, it was.
What a time to be alive, man.
Word. Great time, man. Great time. All right, freaks. You know the time. You know what time of the show it is, man. You know what time of the show. You know it's your reaching time, man. All right, man. In the last 25 years, think about it. Are there any albums that remind you of Volume 2, Hard Knock Life?
Oh.
And I got some. And they ain't reaches neither, freaks. I got some, man, I think are valid. I'm going to give you a reason why. Go ahead, Phil. What you got?
I'm going to say the person that probably captured this essence the most, Rick Ross got a couple, I think. Ross captured that essence in terms of like that ear. So without naming which particular one, I know for a fact Ross got one. I know for a fact Tip got one in his run.
I'm going with.
Which, I mean, Tip at least got two. I think Tip at least got two. Off the top of my head, those are
I'm thinking Polish, man. When I'm
Ross
thinking about
Polish?
This. Yeah, no, I'm not saying I got Ross up there. I got Ross. That's Ross. I'm just saying when you hear this album, you hear like a transfer of bossing all the way up. So I'm thinking of albums of that nature. And one of my Ross got two of them, I want to say.
Bro.
I think Ross might got
that
two.
Balance, man, with him and
I think Tip probably got two. 1.5.
I'm the Magnificent with the sensational man. He hit that pocket,
one of my joints. That's one of my joints. That's one of them.
So to answer your question, I'm gonna have to say Tip got one, and I know Ross got one off the top of my head. And I want to jump out there, and I'm gonna throw one out there and say maybe, did Wayne get one with the Carter 3?
That was
because he hit a gold mine where he went to the moon with his when he hit that lollipop and that joint. Was it 2008? I remember where I was when that album hit out. I was training in Bloomington, Illinois when that album came out, and I remember going to Bloomington, Illinois is a college town. It's a Chicago State or something like that, and I remember going to the clubs while I was in training, and that album was in heavy rotation. They were literally playing the entire album in the club. So I want to say
I can probably say that
off the top of my head.
Off
the top of my head.
But besides the ones y'all name, I probably go with one and maybe two more. One of them, I'm gonna say Supreme Clientele. I like Supreme Clientele, man. Like Supreme Clientele took Ghost to me. Took Ghost's new career.
Crazy.
Let me say,
it took it to a different level, and I think that's Ghostface strong like that album. You know what I'm saying? That was his. That was like, because it's better than Iron Man to me.
Yeah,
I know Iron Man is better than Iron Man to me. And I just think Supreme Clientele.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I don't know about. I don't like that comparison, and I love Supreme Clientele. I love Supreme Clientele, but I don't get Hard Knock Life.
I get what you're saying. What it did for him, but I don't think it didn't have the quote unquote the commercial success. Because it had the one song.
I'm thinking the level up. See, because when you think of this, I'm thinking the leveling up.
Okay, and that's why
Hov leveled up when he dropped this.
You see it.
So
he turned into more than just a guy rapping with Ray.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Carl.
Here's my thinking, and I agree with a couple ones that y'all already had it on my list. I'm thinking of albums where the artist was like they already were established. They already was nice. They was respected. Okay. But they dropped the album that like helped propel them to another level. And they had some joints commercially that rung off too. Right. I agree with the T.I. King one. Okay. I think that's a great one. I agree with the Lil Wayne Carter 3 one. I think the Carter, even though I like the Carter 2 personally, the way he was rapping, Carter 3 he excelled. I'm gonna go with Rick Ross, Teflon Don. I think Teflon Don is the album where he kind of like
not to me.
Where he dropped them joints, not where he was just rapping, where he dropped joints that took his career to another level. That's why I'm gonna go with Teflon Don. I'm gonna go with Meek Mill Championships. He excelled. Yeah. He won the chip.
Yeah,
he won the chip.
That took him to a whole nother.
And then I got a sleeper because I feel like he represented that ghetto. It was called Ghetto Fabulous. Fabulous first album. Ghetto Fab. He had them joints on there. He had bars and he had
I don't see that one.
You don't see it?
Nah.
It dropped on the same day. I'm reaching. I
was with you at first.
You're with me on every one?
You got the motherfucking sticky hair back in the day.
You was in Virginia State, I think, when that came out or something, man.
That ain't it.
That ain't it?
No. No disrespect to Fab, but the level up wasn't that.
Sprite.
Huh?
That Future Dirty Sprite.
I feel like y'all gotta say victory lap if y'all going.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at victory lap.
I like that.
I felt like, yeah.
But for my Ross albums, I'm gonna go deeper than rap. I'm gonna go deeper than rap, and I'm gonna go
deeper than rap was dope.
Deeper than rap was yeah.
I'm gonna go deeper than rap and God Forgives and I Don't for that. As
long as it's one of them, because I know that Ross run was fuck, like,
and that was Ross' second album.
What?
Deeper Than Rap.
Deeper Than Rap.
Deeper Than Rap was number 2. I would probably, if I would give one, it would probably be either Teflon Don or what is it? God Forgives. God Forgives and I Don't. Because that's the one that had Jay and Dre on the song.
On them, all that.
That had the joint with
Drake.
With Drake.
Meek Mill.
Yeah, that was
Nas.
Yeah.
Usher.
Yeah.
Who else?
That was it.
Who else? Who you got? Who you got?
Yeah.
What album was that? Teflon Don?
Nah, that's God Forgives, I Don't.
That's one of my favorite Ross albums.
God Forgives, I Don't.
Yeah, Andre 3000.
Yeah, John Legend.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question, Dre and Freaks, man. Does Jeezy have a song that goes in this conversation?
Oh, I'm going to be controversial.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to be very controversial.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be extremely controversial.
The first one.
Yeah, his first album.
The first one goes in this conversation with Hard Knock Life, though. I get the
shit. Trapper Die? It don't?
What's Trapper Die Annie? What song on? I get the streets part, but what song?
Let's not try to compare a song to Annie. And you can't, but you can't compare to Annie. Come on, man. How you gonna do that?
The whole panel.
Annie, you grew up, nigga. You was in the living room when Annie was on. Why you gonna do? Don't do. Then you gonna put my boy Jeezy up against that?
I asked you a question, bro. I asked you a question, man.
The crazy thing is Jeezy. Like I was in the A when Jeezy first rung out, right?
I was there too. Man.
So you already
know. It was a beautiful time.
Oh my goodness, he had this thing. I'm talking about to the kids, to the females, to like you go anywhere. That's all you.
It was everywhere.
It was just everywhere.
It was different when you was in Atlanta.
I'm an East Coast nigga, so I like bars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I first heard it, I ain't catch it right away. But the more you hear it, the way he come at it,
y'all ain't had
no
choice. They rigged y'all. Y'all ain't had no choice.
Y'all was on the ground. It was different in Atlanta.
It was different in Atlanta.
T.I. too.
I was
You couldn't find a burnt CD from
you could not like them.
I was right in Virginia.
You already know.
And when I brought them dudes to CB Dub, nigga, I was in a blue neon. I'll never forget it. A blblue neon rental. I said, yo, this shit right here is it. And I started with T.I. Mm-hmm. And then I turned G's and Bug Out on because I went to my uncle's funeral. They came and got me from school and we rode to South Carolina. And I turned them on to that motherfucking that mixtape. That Jeezy mixtape. This
Trapper
before
Die.
the album.
Trapper
Yeah,
Die.
this before the album.
This before the album.
They had the rock. Fuck the album. They had all the
And
underground.
that band, the
I ain't
Slow
never
Man,
heard
and
this.
all that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
another one for
Oh, you
you.
got,
I was hearing
you
it
sound, you
first.
got some
Oh,
controversy. What you
I'm ready to
got?
set the whole table on fire.
What he saying? What he saying?
Take care.
From
Here you go. You just got to try to slide.
from
Canadian.
I know there's a guy on the low, too.
I rock with Take Care though. Take Care was a dope
Canadian.
album.
Take care.
I don't know about.
I gotta think.
I don't know if Aubrey was doing anything that made you want to be in a
Care was lit.
relationship.
I can't believe you reminded us back for that.
Wait a minute.
You reminded us back for that, Phil. You already got your
Hold on. I want you to make that statement again. What'd you say?
Take Care got some joints, man. But I don't.
Nah, we listen. You said you just said something.
What I
it
said?
made me do what? It all it did was make me do what?
You said, well, fall
Be
in love.
in a
Okay.
relationship.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said
He
that.
had that song with Rihanna. Dun, 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 dun.
So y'all got to take care of it so far. So far gone.
I do. Take Care.
I mean,
Classic.
for me, it's
classic
But we
Drake.
talking
classic Drake.
jump
Okay.
off
Classic
album.
Yeah.
That's the one that he was gone.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Because the
I
first
agree with
album,
that, but
the first
not
album,
as
I don't
polished.
think. I think it was
Not
hype. But I don't
polished,
think
though.
it did what it was supposed to do.
Not polished, though, Phil. Polished? You just
Okay.
named Ross. You just named
Well,
Ross.
but see,
man.
Out of Drake
wait a
albums,
minute.
albums, I agree with that.
Okay,
That's my
we
favorite.
got
Drake
headlines.
album.
We got Crew Love. We got Take It. We got Marvin's Room. Come on, Underground Kings.
Okay.
Come on, man. The joint with
Me
Nicki,
proud.
Lord knows. Come on, man.
I ain't mad at that.
Hell yeah, fucking right.
I ain't mad at
I
that.
feel you.
I ain't
Come
mad
on,
at
man.
that.
That-
I ain't mad at that.
Them the
He
joints
has
that
some
don't
joints.
make you fall in love.
He has some
The
joints.
ghostwriting, put an asterisk behind for me, man. You know the ghostwriting shit. I'm just being real. I look at everything.
We put an asterisk by J name because Sauce was writing all that
No,
shit.
man, stop that, man. You
I mean,
know,
I'm saying, if we talking about rumors, we talking about we.
stop that, man.
Stop that blasphemous talk, man.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, AZ was writing for Nas.
Not the 25th episode, not 25th anniversary, man. Stop that. We do that on another episode,
Hey,
man.
man, I'm just saying.
Shout out my man. Who? Word.
I got one word controversial take for you, Phil. Since you want to go controversial takes,
Let's have it.
I think 444 is better than every Hit Boy Nas album.
Man, fuck out of here. Hey, man,
I said it.
It's been real.
I said it. I know that shit, God.
He said, I'm out of
I
here.
know that shit, God. I said it, man. I said it. Quote me. Quote
He
me.
got some joints, man.
Quote me.
I concur.
Quote me.
I concur.
That's why
man.
y'all friends,
And I
man.
fuck with Nas.
Like y'all friends.
That's why y'all friends, man.
I fuck with Nas.
Quote
Nas
me.
my guy.
That four. Remember when that 444
That's why y'all
hit
friends,
Freaks?
That shit hit
Remember when it
different.
hit Freaks?
I'ma go home.
That
And,
shit hit different.
and a Nas Hit Boy album hit
We heard
like
that. We heard that on the way from seeing the Woo and we
Y'all was.
Raekwon and
I
Chef.
was in Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
and I was like,
It
whoa.
was Raekwon. We went to see the Chef, and
Y'all need drug testing.
who was it?
on
The
it.
chef?
Podcast.
It was the Chef
y'all
and
went-
Redman
Redman
and Method Man. Yeah,
I was in the Dominican
that
Republic.
night we heard that shit.
I
It
said
dropped
it.
that
Though.
night.
I said it, and I
I'm
stand
about
on
to
it.
look it up. I gotta double
I
check
stand
this
on
shit.
that statement, man.
That 444
Fire Nice
message.
experience will now bring drug testing on to the Concert Crew podcast.
Concert Crew
Mandatory
podcast.
before every show, man.
But man, 25th anniversary of Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. What's the legacy of this album to you?
A classic, man. A bona fide classic. The album of the year, hands down. I don't care how many times who dropped, what dropped. This was when this dropped, it fucked everything up, man.
Everything.
Fucked everything up, man.
Even
This was
the
the album
cover.
of the year.
Look at the cover. The cover was.
Yeah.
So ball.
You feel me? Like, look at
He took it to another level. It was over, man.
Come on,
It was
man.
over. That's it.
Nah, this was a game changer for Jay-Z, for Jay-Z's career, for Rockefeller. Everything just went to another
That
level.
derived
after
from
this,
it.
man.
It's a game changer for rap, though. It was.
absolutely.
It's a pivotal album in rap because it spurred how to do an album like this. Because other albums may have had a hit or two,
Right.
and that
One
carried the
single,
album.
2 singles.
Yeah, this could have this single.
Singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very heavy single.
The
Very,
versatility of
single.
this album, man, and the universal sound.
Who
like
that?
this album still sounds dope right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
It still sounds dope right now.
Yo, he had Too Short on a hook.
Yeah, don't even rap.
It was all good.
On a hook. Yo, I just need you to be on the hook, dog.
And talk that
spit your
talk.
shit.
And talk that talk.
You feel me?
It was all
Come
good.
on, man.
A week ago, that was my
That twang, that slang, and their accent from over there. That shit fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that.
How did this album age over the years? Listening to it now compared to 98, how do you think listening to it in 2023 it sound?
It's refreshing.
It's better.
It's refreshing.
We listened to this on the way
Can we agree
here.
that music is fucked up right now? Music is really
goodness.
fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Do we hold on? That's a whole nother argument because I don't want to say that though, freaks, because it's one of them things where we not the target audience no more.
All right, think about
You know
it.
what
Think
I'm
about
saying?
it. All right, I'm an artist. I'm a phone, not to touch you, but all right. So look, people don't rap like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
everything
where
is,
I'm at.
Right.
Everything
That's
is
where I'm
not.
at. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't listen to rap. It's so crazy. I literally don't listen to rap no more.
People do rap like that. They just don't rap on the hit songs like that.
Okay, maybe that's that.
Because you catch them in another arena. It's a lot of pressure right now to put out hit records. Like they not really signing you to be an artist. They just want that hit record and that's it. They want it to be as digestible as possible. So they want it to be baby food.
Right. Yeah.
So we not getting the rocket science like we used to.
But real quick, man, and I think what kind of fucked the music up for now from back when we was listening to it and what we're used to is the hustle. Because now we found out the hustle, and which is independent. So now I'm just dropping shit because I know that my core fans, my 1,500, my 2,500, or my 30,000, my 30,000 fans, they gonna copy. They gonna download it. Yep. This what I'm getting. I'm still eating. Yeah. It don't gotta be all that. See, but back then you was on a label. You was forced to drop hot shit.
Had to.
You know what I'm saying? So
label pressure.
I think it need to be more label pressure now because everybody's so independent. They just dropping anything, which is a beautiful thing to the game because now we learning about the masters. We learn to own them. You know what I'm saying? Learn to buy them back. Learning to sell your shit if you want to. Right. You get what I'm saying? But it's just different now, man. It fucked the whole look up. It with the hustle. Fuck the whole. Yeah. It's fucking the music up and it's fucking the quality of the music up because everybody hustling now.
Yeah.
The vultures came in.
You find your own fan base. That's it. You don't need nothing
like
else.
No disrespect, and he's a good artist.
And keep building.
Like I look at Moneybagg Yo, he's always dropping because now he's to a point that he's hustling now. Yeah, and all them shits don't be hot, but he have his 1 or 2 or 3. Yeah, he have his 1 or 2 or 3 on the album. So now he going back on the tour and he gonna add them 1, 2 or 3 songs on there.
Go and make some more.
And every time, so it's a hustle.
Turn up.
Because he's one of the guys that's dropping a lot. You know what I'm saying?
He in demand right now.
Once we expose the vultures, and I give credit to Dame because Dame has always preached this. Once we exposed the real game behind the record label and the business and all of that, that birthed that whole independent movement in terms of saying, look, man, we don't need them. And this may be crazy. Soulja Boy got a part in that in terms of how he exposed himself in terms of I don't need the record label. I can do this movement all by myself.
Right.
So the it's not that the music is trash, it's just the focus on what they want to be hot is trash. It's still that same kind of music that we love out there. Yeah. It's just that's not the focus on what they want to push. They don't care about that music. They care about moving units and making money.
That's it.
Period. The art is not.
You gotta go viral.
It ain't the art no more.
It's not the art.
The art's not in it no more.
It's the money, man. Let's make this money and then keep churn like the turnover. The turnover for artists now is crazy quick.
Crazy quick.
Oh, way too quick.
You got 15 minutes of fame, man. You out of here.
I got one more controversial statement for the day after you just said that. Soulja Boy is a legend.
He is a legend.
Soulja Boy is a legend.
He is a legend.
Can't take it from him, man. He changed the game. He changed the game.
He is a legend.
He's a legend, man. Big Soulja, Big Draco.
They know the legend for him. You feel me?
I'm a big Drake out.
As crazy as that may sound, he is
crazy as that Soulja
Boy.
Boy.
Pioneer. He a pioneer.
He is. You cannot take that from him, man.
Yeah, he is. But when you mention legends and legendary
I know it sounds
right? Your character comes into play.
He's a pioneer.
You know what I'm saying? Your character comes into play.
You can't argue that he's a pioneer.
Running around with phones, nigga, I'm in the hood, niggas grabbing you on camera. Can we all that type shit?
Can we not say legend, but can we say a pioneer or a trailblazer?
However you want to put it.
He's a game changer, man.
Yeah, he's a trailblazer.
Dre said it right. He's a game changer, man. He changed the game, man.
Yeah.
He changed the game and he changed the hustle.
He's not a rapper.
You
He's
can't
not
be a legend with niggas doing all that to you. They don't do that to legends.
Yeah, they don't.
You mean when Soulja Boy came in the room, said, "Bow, yeah, shooting everybody."
Big guns and shit. That nigga's crazy.
And I walked up on him and pulled the mask back and was like, damn.
I was looking at him. Then I thought of Freaky Zeke. Freaky Zeke had some shit, a story. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy.
First of all, you talk too much, man. Cool out.
Cool.
That's his thing.
You mentioned the Soulja Boy on the J.
Right.
I know, man. Let's get back focused,
man. That should go viral.
Let's get back focused, man. 25th anniversary, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. We got my man Music by Dre with us today. You got a project out right now, man. Tell us about that.
Goat tape out right now. Just dropped that joint about a month ago. Just fully inspired by the greats. You know what I mean? So I went and got I got 12 bangers on there. I got a joint with a single with kept it real intimate. I got a joint with Jalil. That's a single. That's the Big Bad Buying joint. I got a joint single with my man Paulie De Niro. That's for the ladies. That's called No Distractions. Another single, No Exceptions. That's on there with my man Darrell Banks. He did the producing. And then I got a new joint dropping coming soon called Money Man with my man L Beats. All of them on there. You know what I mean? I just wanted to put a round.
Well-rounded.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Man.
Yep.
So are you still inspired? You still inspired?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is just what I do. Like I said, I enjoy patterns, flows. So I just keep that. That's what keep me motivated. You feel me? So life just gonna come. So I just kind of like channel all that. I could rap pretty much about anything. So it just really just.
What you say?
You say? I can rap about anything.
You say you what?
I rap about everything, baby.
So you rap, huh?
Sound like
rap, huh? You know, it's kind. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's Concert Crew Podcast.
That's what we have.
I don't know if you're a little rusty or not, but you know, I like to put people on the spot, man, with acapellas, man, because you said you rap.
Man.
So go ahead and rap. Go ahead and rap, brother.
No, I ain't comparing them. Raised by the beat, putting air in them. Raised by a queen, so I married one. 9 months carried them bosses, the fiends. I talk to everyone. Still having dreams about my. Pulling on these ashes, I'm holding on these gases. It's tragic. Still give a brother heart hazards. Great like I'm Cassius, cause ain't nothing fake cut from my fabric. Every day I prayed at it. I don't speak in the past tense. I lead with my actions, my dreams and my passion. They scare me when I tap in. One shot kill like Kawhi with the Raptors, cause everything real when you lying in that. Have you ever seen your wife laying lifeless on the verge of death? Doc trying to search for breath. Damn near broke my neck. Stand there soaking wet like we just had the perfect sex. This the type of pain you can't heal with no Percocet. Even though I know I'm next, I put in my reps. I fell in love with it because of it. Too damn fresh, I'm talking double mint, bitch coming in. Now I'm a chef without the oven, a master of my craft. I crash about this publishing. Won't call it quits. If I take a loss, then I call it blitz. Money, respect, I'm taking all of it. Most homies watching and rotting, I'm talking spoiled milk. Keep me a fire to find out who had my cousin killed. Reminiscing Pete Rock, sliding with the iron. Ooh, with the,
Oh, man. Okay. You ready? I was just testing you, good brother. For a reason. So that went way left.
I'm here for
man, yo, man.
Come
the
on.
GOAT, man. Yo, so how can they on different platforms?
Musicbydre.com, musicbydre.com, Music by Dre. And I appreciate y'all because y'all got with that Music by Dre episode. That changed my name, baby.
Hey.
Word rap. So,
absolutely.
Everything Music by Dre. All platforms. Y'all can check me out, download me, man. Y'all gonna see a lot more of me, man.
That's love, man. That's love, man. Appreciate you, man. Y'all go support this brother. Fire and Ice podcast in the house, man.
Talk to him.
It's always love, man. Y'all family, man.
Tuesday nights, man. All platforms, man.
Let's
Facebook.
go.
Fire and Ice podcast, man. This family right here,
Yeah,
man.
this our family.
Let's get it.
Yo,
We ain't in no competition. We love each other.
we get it.
We waiting on it, man.
I'm coming with all controversy, but let's let me
Listen,
know.
make it happen, man.
Listen,
I want to attack that 50 list, man. They got,
and I'm
man.
bringing Pito.
let's do it. No, I said nothing. We'll do a special night for y'all, man.
I'm bringing
Family
Pito.
night. That ain't nothing.
Let's do it.
Pito might got the most controversial thing ever. And they said that ain't even.
I see him and Brad going at it, man. Because you know Brad very sarcastic.
Listen, that man said the war report was terrible. Oh, why?
Yeah. That's another episode.
Relax, man.
That's a whole other episode. We're gonna bring him on Fire and Ice and let y'all go at it.
We're gonna make it happen.
It's gonna be a long ass episode, man.
Listen,
Yo, man.
We're gonna sip some cognac, tequila. We're gonna get it in. It's gonna be a real relaxed night. We're gonna have grown men talk over. We're gonna debate. Classic debate.
We that. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, man. Yo, happy 25th anniversary to Jay-Z Volume 2 Hard Knock Life classic album, Game Changer.
Yes.
Game Changer.
Absolutely.
If you young and you haven't heard this album, go check it out. You might hear some inspiration of some artists that you hear today, where it came from, man. Go check it out.
Bars.
We always preach, man. Do your homework, man. Do your homework in this game. Once again, brothers, man, we appreciate y'all, brothers, man.
Thank you, man, for real.
Absolutely, man. It's Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure y'all go follow us at Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure y'all go download, subscribe. We on all digital
Push that
platforms.
button, baby.
Make sure y'all go to our YouTube page. Subscribe, man. We appreciate all the love we've been getting on our videos, man. Keep on running them views up. As always, man. Long live our brother Tez, man. We gonna continue to march forth, brother. We love you. I already know you think this album was a classic because it was like your number one on when we did the list. So I think of that year '98. I think it was like number 2 though. I think.
He had this number one.
No, it was number 1. I was about to say it was written, but it was written came out in '96. So that was another episode. Yeah. It written came out in '96.
96.
It was written. That was a '96 episode. It was written with his number 1 album. But I think this was his number 1 album of '98 though. So I know Tez rocked with this album. But we love you, brother. Man, Concert Crew Podcast, we here. We ain't going nowhere. Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader.
Hit us with the fader, baby.
We out.
Hey.